And ladies and gentlemen, we are fucking live. What is going on, everybody? It's the Midweek Saints. We have three hosts.
Yes, we've pulled one of the tyrannical mods directly from cyberspace and dropped her off here in Manchester to help to bring some gender equality to this show, because we've never had a woman.
We've never had a woman on the show
ever.
Respect the women.
We have to respect.
Yeah, that's.
And every single fucking time, I fucking my stupid Skype. There we go. We're back.
What the fuck was that?
It fucking happens every now and then. For some reason, my Skype just will fucking just glitch out at least once after every time I start at my computer.
It's all your fault.
Kind of like a random TNG episode that I can't actually recall at the moment, in which like little skips in time lead you to wonder if everything is truly copacetic or not.
Well, okay, let me get on Mike Stoklasa on this. That's the TNG episode where Picard was reaching for the flowers, and then his hands suddenly had long fingernails. I remember that episode. Yeah.
Oh, what the okay. Okay. No, sorry. It was like I was logging into Twitch, and it's like log in with Facebook, and I'm thinking to myself, did I do that last time? Because if so, I don't have Facebook anymore. So yeah, I'm fine now.
You're coming over the thing.
There we go. Yep. Sorry, everybody coming on in. The Satanic News Network saying hello to Anna. Yeah.
Hi.
Here she is. We're drinking shitty cheap wine, and
It's the only wine I'll drink.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
It's only wine worth drinking, if you ask me. Yeah, no, crazy. So midweek is
You're
doing
a terrible Epicurean, by the way.
Huh?
Like, only drink shitty wine. It's like Epicurus is crying in his tomb somewhere.
Oh, God, that's another one of those philosophizers or some shit, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, eventually a man gets bored with the shit that's in his subscription list, because there's only so many times you can hear about Logan Paul, and then all of a sudden you watch a little Jordan Peterson, and the next thing you know, you're tripping on like Fantastique on Albert Camus.
You can hear about Logan Paul and Tide Pods before you get.
Yeah, and I mean, here we were actually. We hit the grocery store earlier to grab some like foodstuffs and wine and such, and there was a copy of like the Disney version of Sleeping Beauty. Yeah, and the first thing that sprung to my mind was, what do you see here? Where you look at this book and you understand when you read it. This is the story of Adam and Eve right here. This is the story of Adam and Eve. And because Sleeping Beauty represents Eve and her rib, that's why I won't buy snakes from Market Basket anymore. Clean your room. Clean your damn room. And also don't. I will not refer to you as anything. You are a non-entity to me. Yeah. So. Yeah. Fucking. There you go. Pinocchio's nose grows because the snake convinced Alice to give Adam an apple and a martini.
Huh? Big Assassinating, thank you very much for the resubscription. 3 months so far. Thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate you. But yeah, it's midweek. It's midweek. Time to just kind of hang out and have some fun.
Kick
goof
back
off a little bit.
Yeah, Jerpy says he can't hear me.
So and Nick at the same place at the same time. It's too much hot. Nick's apartment is gonna catch fire. Ha ha! The joke's on you. I'm just irresponsible with oil lamps.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
He falls asleep with them on.
Yeah, she's gonna look like Do you ever see a Die Hard with a Vengeance?
No.
There's a gorgeous blonde Russian woman with like severe scarring on half of her body who just loved to like kill people, and that'll be you, except not blonde.
Well, that seems like a personal problem.
Yeah, well, it's a public problem when you start killing people you don't know.
That's true. That's totally true. But yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm in a good fucking mood. Got a big old fucking project coming out this week. It's been a busy week. It's been fun. I'm excited. It's gonna be nice.
Yeah, you have. It has actually been nice seeing you really hitting the ground running as fast as possible
Get back
again.
into the groove of things.
Just really, it's like, my God, I was so distracted. These people have been getting away with saying absolute horse shit about stuffing cinnamon cubes up your ass to prevent fucking Alzheimer's. Well, Jeff, someone needs to take them to task.
Yeah.
And,
That is you.
Yeah, no, I'm
You're
liking
the
it.
savior of the masses, Jeff.
I'm gonna let all of you guys let's see how many people are watching right now.
95 right now.
95? Okay. So 95 plus
That's
you
only
two.
because I haven't said anything.
So 96 actually. So 98 people. So all 98 people in here, my 98 closest friends, I'm gonna let you guys in a little secret. I've been talking to the mainstream media. I talked to them today. I did.
Not the lamestream media.
I did.
Not
I
the
totally did.
mainstream media.
They are going to convince you that Trump is a terrible president.
It's
Don't
weird.
listen to them, Jeffrey.
It's
Imagine
weird.
my shock when Jeff Holiday finally started talking to BuzzFeed.
I mean, you spend 7 months making videos that are really popular, shitting on social justice
wouldn't know
warriors
anything
and
about that.
politics and things like that. And then you just start focusing on things like, you know, people actually legitimately hurting children, and suddenly they're like, "Excuse me, can I please interview you? That would be interesting." Yes.
Oh shit, somebody actually cares about something that matters? Holy fuck.
It's very strange.
Well, it's the kind
Very
of thing. It's like I notice you're starting to get away from stupid shit. We here at the mainstream media would like to imagine we're capable of doing that same thing.
How do you do that?
How do you do this? How do you do this thing where you don't spend all your time thinking about dumb shit? I don't know why all of a sudden this BuzzFeed reporter is like some really shitty Indian guy whose name is William, who wants to help me refinance my student loans.
Yeah.
But that being the case, it's like I'm going to stick with it. Wired, what is it that made you want to? And then,
Well, whatever you guys do, don't tell anybody I'm talking to the mainstream media. Otherwise, I'm sure it's gonna come up in like live streams for the next 3 weeks. So this is a super secret. It's a super secret. So
by the way, all right, you know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna straight up spill the beans right here for you guys who don't know. Jeff has actually recently accepted a job as a regular contributing poster to Huffington Post.
Hey, god damn it! That's supposed to be a secret. All right, you know what? That's not cool, man. Not cool.
I like
like
Larry Kubiak says like Nick's Peter Sellers impression of an Indian dude. Well played.
Yeah.
Well played.
Yeah. Oh my god. Wait a minute. There was a. I'm trying to remember what the name of it was, but there's a movie that I saw, and yeah, I think it's actually. Is it this one? Yes, it is. So the movie, if anybody out there doesn't know who Peter Sellers is, or if you do know who Peter Sellers is,
you don't know who Peter Sellers is. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Some people don't. Some people don't know who Peter Sellers was. But to get familiar with him and also see a fucking amazing movie, it's called The Life and Death of Peter Sellers. It stars Jeffrey Rush, Charlize Theron. It's fucking incredible. Go find it. It is a fucking great movie.
Yeah, in fact, actually, you know what? If you're not familiar with Peter Sellers, I actually am a little envious of you. I've been catching on to this thing recently that, like, yeah, there's always that thing, like, how do you not know about this thing? But when that thing is so great and that person doesn't know about it, that just means that they have this entire wellspring to enjoy at a level you will never get to enjoy again.
Right.
When I found out, for instance, what was it? Yeah, it was a few weeks ago. I found out Layman had never heard of Tom Waits. Yeah, no, he only recently discovered Tom Waits, and at first I'm like, how the fuck? And then I thought to myself, I'm like, holy shit, you've got 17 albums to enjoy for the first time.
A different country?
Yeah, he's from one of those fake countries over across the fake ocean.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's a little understandable.
Yeah, you know, that place that they're trying to they keep trying to convince us, like, after you see like the edge, what looks like the edge of the world, that it curves.
Yeah, it's that place past America that doesn't actually exist.
Yeah,
with their
here be
fake
dragons. Yeah. Let's jump into the news. Let me make sure first that I got all my shit set up. I do. All right, cool. Let's jump into the news. Our first article tonight comes from a viewer, and it is women's marchers doing away with pussy hats for being racist, transphobic.
Yeah, I heard about that shit.
I missed that one.
I laughed totally hard at this.
Yeah, so members of the Women's March movement are no longer grabbing their trademark pink pussy hats out of concern they might be offensive to minorities and transgender women. Apparently, minorities don't have pink pussies. I would challenge that notion.
Sometimes they do not.
Well, they do if you look inside them.
And sometimes if they do, it could mean that they're
it's not
sick.
quite pink.
It reminds me of one of my favorite lines ever from a movie. You know what they say about 10-year-old boys? They're all pink inside. Except in this case, we're talking about minority women.
I don't even want to know what the fuck kind of movie that was.
It's my favorite joke.
It's a great
joke.
joke.
What I like about you? You got the asshole of an 8-year-old.
Mm.
Okay.
It's like a fucking Vice when you get up in there.
Well, I mean, like the aspirations we once had for a Twitch partnership were very, that was fun, but
I think the main driving point of this particular article was transphobic, though.
Oh, okay. So following
it's fucking Amos-y fucking power hours or something.
Following Donald Trump's inauguration, marchers donned pink cat ears, a mocking reference to the president's hot mic comment saying that he enjoyed grabbing women by the pussy. But the Detroit Free Press reports that women activists in Michigan and elsewhere are making a conscious effort to move away from the hat out of fear that it excludes and is offensive to transgender women and gender non-binary people who don't have typical female genitalia, and to women of color because their genitals are more likely to be brown than pink. Unless you look inside them.
Yeah, that last part was fair, but I love the fact that we live in an era now where it's like, well, women who don't have vaginas.
You gotta remember the feminine penis.
Yeah, I know the feminine penis, also known as what, Staffen Bjork, is that his name? Is it? I haven't really followed it, so as far as I'm aware, the feminine penis is just one HuffPo contributor or something. But all the same, yeah, no, we live in an era now where we're actually told unironically, like, well, we need to think about the women who don't have vaginas. It's like, is that kind of like thinking about the perhaps the bicycle without wheels?
Mm-hmm.
Is it still a bicycle? There's no cycling going on, and there's not two of them.
That's true.
But no, we're still. It's like, yeah, it's like, well, I mean, like I like to skateboard, but it identifies as a bicycle, so I can't, so that therefore I get to use the bike lanes.
It's a philosophical question for the ages.
Exactly. See, this is what I get for going through all this. Like, time is a flat disc, and your vagina will still be a vagina. Time and time and time again.
Unless it's a penis.
I have a challenge for somebody to go to a place where there's like a posted no skateboarding sign and to skate around, and even if it's not actually like a cop or anybody actually bitching, but have a friend be like, you can't skateboard here, and like, my skateboard identifies as a bicycle, so check your privilege, shitlord.
My bicycle identifies as a unicycle. It has to have two wheels because it's not very good at being a unicycle, but I don't want to take that away from it. I'm not here to bring down my bicycle's hopes and dreams.
I am progressive enough to accept that.
Yeah, I should probably make some human friends.
You know what you should also do? Probably. You should also jump into the Discord.
Oh, shit.
It might be a good idea.
I thought I opened it.
Did I open it? No, you didn't.
I personally won't wear one because if it hurts even a few people's feelings, then I don't feel like it's unifying, said Phoebe Hops, the founder of Women's March Michigan. I care more about mobilizing people to the polls than wearing one hat one day of the year, because that one hat one day will completely ruin your capacity to mobilize people. Hops said that it's not just her and that National Women's March organizers are not making it the cornerstone of our messaging because there's a few things wrong with the message. Why would you make a pink pussy hat a cornerstone of your messaging anyway?
It's almost like these people are really bad at planning and activism at the same time, but don't let that get in their way.
Right.
Don't ever let being terrible at something stop you from trying to do it on a national level. That's the real message of the pussy hat.
That's right.
Like, don't let a little thing like skill or understanding stop you from following your dreams and making an ass of yourself and your friends in the news.
Right. The Facebook page of the Women's March in Pensacola agreed, lecturing followers that the pink pussy hat reinforces the notion that women equal vagina and vagina equal woman, and both of these are incorrect. LaShawn Ebley, co-chair of Black Lives Matter Lansing, told the Free Press that she intends to make the hats the cornerstone of her speech at an upcoming rally. I will say this one thing, it is a problem, she said by way of a preview. Like, excuse me, LaShawn? Could you give us a hint at what you're going to be saying at your...
Oh, baby, I'll do you one better. I'm going to give you a straight-up Red Letter Media trailer.
Yeah. I will give you this. This is the core of what I'm going to be saying. It is a problem.
More than that, though, too, the whole thing starts out. It's like, I'll send you a preview, and it like comes in. It's like all produced, like fade from black. In a world where no one knows what color hat means for resisting Trump, one woman stepped forward To make a big deal out of nothing. Hey, I like that. Yeah, there we go.
I got an idea.
It's like Jerry Bruckheimer's shit.
What they need to do.
Exploding pussies.
We need hats that are rainbow colored with the cat ears, so it's still a pussy, and a big old dick hanging out.
Side of the poon!
Hey. Okay. But yeah, we need like a whole array of genitals coming off this rainbow hat, and that will be the perfect way, not humiliating in any way, to protest Trump. That's how you do it.
This is going to be a Rick and Morty plumbus. It's like,
pretty much.
That's the gender-neutral genitalia of our age right now, and you got to be kind of like more. You got to be a little intelligent to really understand it, or how to fuck it. Apparently.
For their part, the original creators of the pussy hat deny the color pink has anything to do with skin color, saying it was chosen for its traditional association with femininity. Anyone who supports women's rights is welcome to wear a pussy hat. It does not matter if you have a vulva or what color your vulva may be, reads the Pussy Hat Project.
Unless it's like purple, in which case you might want to see a doctor.
Right.
Are you? No.
Do you experience
is it all still the right color down there?
It's still pink.
Everything okay?
It's all about pink. Yeah.
All right, good.
Do you experience vulva discoloration for longer than 45 minutes? You might be willing or eligible for compensation.
It's like,
have you been exposed to asbestos?
Have you been exposed to asbestos? Do your genitals itch uncontrollably all day?
You might be compensated.
Yeah, you might be eligible for compensation, especially if you slept with Derek Jeter at any point.
God damn. Yeah.
See, look, I can do sports references. I'm hip. Mm-hmm. I'm well aware
like
that motherfucker gave like half a dozen of his girlfriends herpes already. But hey, I'm not here to like.
Yeah, but Jeter retired like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So.
What?
Yeah.
Apparently Jeter. Sorry, it sounded like you said Vegeta retired 2 years ago, and I'm thinking, is this a Daily Dose reference? Like, well, there's a reason Piccolo carries a hemorrhoid donut around with him. Okay.
Let's see. Just checking with something with the mod team. The flags. Cool. And so let's see. Next up on the ticket for our news, we've got. This. Christian group rejects gay student, then sues university for discrimination. Now that might be a little bit of a mouthful.
Well, I mean, if it's a Catholic organization, there were plenty of mouthfuls, but... Boom! Goes the... never mind. So, the University of Iowa is called... I love it when a thing starts in Iowa. You always know it's going to be the sharpest shit you've ever heard. The University of Iowa is caught up in a legal fight with business leaders in Christ. Oh, fuck me!
Business leaders in Christ?
Really? Business leaders in Christ? It's like Jesus was all about those hostile takeovers, you know? Yeah, I mean,
he gave his life for that.
I know he gave his life, but only after he was only after he made sure it's what the market wanted, you know. But conservative Christian group that denied leadership to a gay student. The case pits university policy barring discrimination based on sexual orientation against the religious beliefs of a 10-member group, which sued after the state's flagship university, Iowa City, revoked its campus registration in November. The group says its membership is open to everyone, clearly, but that its leaders must affirm a statement of faith that rejects homosexuality. Even though one of my favorite things, I'm not too familiar, but I think within the Bible there's 2, maybe 3 condemnations of homosexuality, right? There's something like 40 or 50 condemnations of heterosexuality, and a gay friend of mine used to like saying, it's not that God hates gays, he just thinks straight people need more supervision.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Now, the university says it respects the rights of students, faculty, and staff to practice the religion of their choice, but does not tolerate discrimination of any kind. Sorry, guys, you're gonna run into some trouble if you're taking both of those on.
Unless you like anal.
Yeah, it's only unless you like anal. There we go. we are going to talk later. I don't really get what that was in reference to, but we'll have a conversation. Business leaders in Christ. I love just the aesthetic quality of that title alone is wonderful, which was founded in the spring of 2015 by students of the university's Tippy College of Business, met for Bible study, to conduct service projects, and to mentor students on quote, how to continually keep Christ first in the fast-paced business world.
Really?
Really? Yeah, I mean, listen, if only there had been more Jesus in Goldman Sachs, plenty of people would still have houses. But
possibly.
Possibly. I mean, who knows? Because, render unto Caesar what is his, and so on and so forth. I wonder if they're really anti-tax, though, because that whole render unto Caesar thing, it's like, well, we couldn't get to that because we had to talk about all the faggots all the time.
Taxation is theft. Praise God!
Yeah. Right. The group's loss of registration as an on-campus student organization means it can no longer reserve campus meeting space, participate in student recruitment affairs, access funds from the student activity fees, or use university-wide communication systems. They've had to go back to fucking smoke signals, okay? It's bad. These guys aren't even very good at Morse code, so they've burned so many blankets trying to get it right. But a student member of the Business Leaders in Christ, Marcus Miller, filed a complaint with the university last February after the group denied his request to serve as its vice president. Miller's request was rejected after he disclosed he was gay.
Ooh, uh-oh.
The group says it denied Miller's request because he rejected its religious beliefs and would not follow them.
Our religious beliefs are gay bad.
Yeah, like our religious beliefs are quit being a queer, and then maybe we can talk about the best way to approach mutual funds.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Yeah, it's like group leaders must affirm a statement of faith. God, that is fucking terrifying right there. That affirms that they, quote, embrace, not reject their God-given sex, and support the idea that marriage can only be between a man and a woman. I mean, well, we've demonstrated that it can be between other people, too.
But we're not discriminating, right?
Yeah, and here's the funny thing I love about the religious, too. They spend more time worrying about whether or not the queers can get married than they spend worrying whether or not the institution of marriage is being fundamentally undermined by no-fault divorce.
Right.
It's like, oh, marriage is a sacred institution right up until you're bored with it. But, don't go touching any buttholes now.
Marriage reaches a fucking 50% fucking divorce rate. But what's really important are queers.
Because we let them goddamn queers. Here's the thing I want to say. Here's the thing I was kind of always getting a kick out of. Right? It's like, so like on the one hand, gay marriage is great for the economy because you get all like what is more fabulous than a gay wedding?
Oh
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But at the same time, what is like we need to turn divorce court into reality TV. I mean, can you imagine? I mean, when it comes to when it comes to like lesbian divorces, for instance, that basically just turns into a UFC match. But then when it comes to like the straight male divorces, it's just this like it'd be kind of like watching an episode of Maury, but there'd be no women involved. In fact, we could even give it a Judge Judy. It'd be great. She'd be like, okay, which one of you screeching queens has the better argument? Let's find out. Wonderful. I love it. But, yeah.
I like the thing that's bothering me about this the most, and it really it's the name Business Leaders in Christ. You know for a fact that any poor motherfucker from Iowa who goes to this college and he goes and he joins up Business Leaders in Christ and he's totally fucking indoctrinated. You know he's gonna leave this college. He's gonna go off and he's gonna start his life. And he's going to find some success in some business. He's going to find a wife. He's going to have 2.5 kids with the white picket fence and the fucking dog and the cat. But at the same time, at some point in time, because he has been so fucking sheltered, he has had so much of this indoctrination shoved down his fucking throat over and over again, constantly, to the point where he is completely and utterly sexually repressed. This is the same fucking guy that at some point in like his late 30s or his early 40s is going to get caught after he's this high-power fucking somebody in the business and finance world. Oh, no. He's gonna get caught. He's gonna get caught He's gonna get caught in a fucking, like, a back alley in Cheyenne, getting his dick sucked by some boy pussy trap, and it's gonna get all over fucking TMZ, and then his life is over.
Well, you know, it is kind of a perfect storm when you think about it, because like the two things which seem to breed this sort of sexual deviancy seems to be, on the one hand, if you're in a high power position, right? It's like, yo, I'm a highfalutin fucking business CEO. I get anything I want. I banged every call girl in this city, in this city 3 at a time. Sometimes I am so bored. There's nothing that seems half as appealing as a 17-year-old Filipino boy. Then you couple that with religious repression, and it's like, well, you know, 17 maybe seems a little old. Now, real quick, I'm gonna crack this. Just gonna switch gears because honestly, one does not need to spend too much time considering the nature of a Christian business.
Business leaders in Christ. The subtotal of the story is this: is that the Christian group rejected the gay student. The university then took away basically that student group's benefits, and that group is now suing the university.
Yeah. Now here's the funny thing, and
good fucking luck.
And I mean, you know, I doubt Marcus Miller of Iowa is a regular Saints fan, but if it is, and this is no bullshit, this is an honest thing, the best revenge one could possibly take against a Christian business group which rejects somebody on the basis of their sexual orientation is to go out and start a company that beats the living shit out of every one of their companies to the point where a hostile takeover is out business the motherfuckers. Because you know what, they'll never admit, like, you could go out, you could feed the poor, you could turn water into wine and walk on fucking water. They're still gonna say they're better Christians than you. But if you beat them on the business side of things, well, all of a sudden it's like, well, are you really a business leader, or are you just really hoping people think that? Yeah, go for it. Now,
yeah.
Now, actually, I wanted to, because I'm going to crack this bottle now, and this is actually, I was going to save this for my beer review channel, but, I mean, I'll never get to 4,000 hours on that channel, so why try to even bother? Like that $4, I mean, how am I ever? But this is actually a gift from.
Wait, is that actually a channel?
What, my beer channel?
Yeah.
Horn and Tankard. I did like 2 videos on it and then forgot.
God fucking damn it. Okay, I'm gonna go find it.
I've got 3 channels, and I barely put shit up on one of them. But that's not a reason not to subscribe. That being the case, though, is this was actually a gift. I actually met up with a noble Yeti this week. Really good guy. He and his wife came through. Wonderful people, absolutely delightful fucking people. Came through to my downtown bar for open mic night. We caught a bit, and he brought me this gift. Now this is Vinata, yeah, Russian Imperial Stout. Russian Imperial Stout, this stout which features funny-looking Viking man for some reason. That is like not very Russian.
Viking man, very Russian.
Not very Russian, not but very all the same. Beer is 12% alcohol. This is a delicious Russian Imperial Stout. This is like a $20 bottle. So Yeti, I was going to save this for the beer review channel, but I think because you're a bigger Saints fan than you are my shitty beer review channel fan, I'm gonna crack this here.
How do you even know it's delicious? You haven't even opened it yet.
It's expensive.
Expensive does not mean delicious.
Expensive means not only delicious, but it means that even if I don't particularly like it, I'm not going to admit it on air.
See, don't drink it anyway.
Anna's right though. I mean, like, Johnny Walker is expensive, and it's shit. It is crap.
Which one?
All of them.
I've had the blue, and I would disagree.
The blue, honestly, there are way better whiskeys for a lot cheaper.
Oh, there are. No, and the blue is overpriced. Fun point of fact, actually, though. George Dickel Tennessee whiskey, is... So, it's all owned by Diageo, which is a major multinational... Oh, no. We're sharing this. You don't sully it by putting it in a glass that was containing something else.
I could have poured it correctly.
Could have done all kinds of shit wrong. It's fine. But well, no. Here's a fun thing though. So George Dickel
whiskey, right? It's that's Tennessee whiskey. Now they age their whiskey for 12 years, or 8 years, 8 or 12 years, something like that. When they're done with the casks, those actually get sent over to Scotland, where they age Johnny Walker Blue in those casks. So when you get Johnny Walker Blue and it tastes refined, like it's been aged for a while, it's actually aged in pre-used Tennessee whiskey casks. And once they're done with them, they send them down to the islands where I can't remember the name of the company, but it's a rum distillery, and then they age their rum in that shit, and that rum sells for like $250 a bottle. It's wonderful. Huh. So, Yeti, I see you're in the Discord, dude. So yeah, and Anahata and I will be oh my god.
Oh, you pronounced it correctly, Paul.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
it's so heady and big and
you pronounced my fucking username for once, and it smells awesome. Oh my god!
Don't just tease the tip. Just fucking put it in your mouth.
Drink it. Oh, I drink it. All right.
That is smooth. Oh my god! But then whoa, shit! There's the malt and the fucking chocolate. There's chocolate and like coffee in there. Love it. Make it this is a very good beer. Now this is actually a product of New Hampshire. It's made down in Derry. Friendship is about strength, longevity, and working together. Vinata, Norse for friendship, is a Russian imperial stout brewed by friends to be enjoyed with friends today or years to come. Vinata is a collaboration with Cask and Vine, and you know I like that point about enjoying with friends. I mean, I guess you guys will have to do, but in the meantime, it's pretty good beer.
Huh? Definitely get the chocolate. Shit. It's like a dark chocolate. It's not bad.
And it's almost like coffee, right? With a little bit of bitterness there.
I don't get that much of the coffee.
It's like coffee because it's like a bitter sweetness.
Very
it's a bitter sweetness. It's like
I don't like the coffee.
My career, bittersweet. No.
Yeah. All right, so Sergeant Buck has resubscribed. 3 months so far. Thank you very much, Sergeant Buck. Jack Hatter subscribed. Thank you very much, man.
Love you, Buck.
Appreciate you. We got hostings. Jugglex TCV hosted us. We got Magasaurus Rex and Big Assassin 80. Thank you very much for the guys for the hostings. Wafflethorpe donated $1. Our first super chat donation of the night.
Hallelujah. Wait, that's the first one. Oh, by the way,
we got subscription. Subscriptions are fucking great, dude.
Yeah, no, they really are, and we do have the Streamlabs open as well. And if any of you are so interested in allowing me to actually make child support this month, keep in mind that's an option.
Wafflethorpe says, "Love you guys. Got to sit this one out." Jable says, "Everything in hand. Have a lovely night and a lovely show." Hey, cheers to the mod team. Always fantastic. Thank you, Flower Child 420, for the hosting. But yeah, our mod team, both during the live shows. And in Discord, you guys are rock stars, especially you as well, Anahata. Thank you.
Stop the ass kissing with you.
Yeah, she's not ban hammering anyone from over here though.
No.
I can see she's kind of twitching a little bit because I think like she's having withdrawals.
Well, see, it's
power hungry.
Power hungry. Well, see, now she's tested the integrity of your type boy pussy, so obviously any of the other mod team wants to make it to Oregon. I'm just gonna have to offer up my anus, and they're gonna have to check out the tensile strength of my sphincter muscles.
It was surprisingly medical the way the whole thing went down. To be honest with you, it was very methodical, very medical. It was like, wow, there's like tensillary strength here. It's really good, and it's like, wow, you sound like you worked at an airport.
So as far as I'm concerned, I would have to get in touch with memory. I'd have to make sure that was okay. Like that's just I have to go through the proper channel.
Memory's just like, wait a second, are you talking about like? Nah, she'd just be like, are you talking about putting hardware, like just like hardware store, like random purchase hardware store in Jeff's bum because like you're describing Saturday nights. And
Jables is like, Jeff, I'll be there. Don't tempt me. He only lives one state away, so I mean, I don't even know why I'm saying this shit.
It's like he gets in touch with his employer, like, oh, listen, I'm gonna need a few days off. Why? Oh, I'm going to Oregon. Oh, are you going on vacation? No. There's a guy I like on the internet. I'm gonna go put stuff in his butt.
I mean, I wouldn't do that unless I was getting paid, but.
I look at you thinking you're like a hot commodity now. It's like, do you have any idea how many people would just travel across straight lines for free to put stuff in other people's butts? It's really actually kind of creepy.
I'll film it
stuff.
and put it on the internet, but that's not happening.
McSari1233321, thank you very much for the subscription. Appreciate you. Thank you guys so much. You guys are being very generous. Love you guys. Snicky234 also hosting. Thank you guys. You guys are amazing. We love you. Alright, so we got a couple more things to do. Fun news stuff. Then we'll get into talking to people on the Discord. Now, for anybody who doesn't know, if you're not familiar with MidWeek, or what we do on Thursdays, is we have the Discord link. It's on the page. Jump in. You can jump into the waiting room, and once we're done with the news, we're done goofing off and just hanging out and taking our time. So we're not like rushing through the format. We're gonna roll random dice, and we're gonna see who we're gonna bring in, and we're gonna shoot the shit with you and have a good time. So the option is on the table. There was a gentleman in the chat, and he had a very firm disagreement with some of the positions that we took. By all means, buddy, hop into the Discord. You're more than welcome. He had some positions on homosexuality, and I'm more than happy to talk to him about it.
Well, I mean, if it's one man in this stream who knows about positions when it comes to homosexuality, I imagine it's you.
Yeah, probably, and I'd love to talk to him
as well, as far as the female end.
Yeah, you guys got all kinds of positions and shit to go over. So
I mean, I put my tongue in a chick's ass.
We can all collectively get woke together. And yes, guys, I did hit record. I did.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I'm pretty sure that her saying she put her tongue in a chick's ass one time is going to be like the GIF of the week on Facebook. So. Oh,
I have to change the title too. Oh God. Okay, guys. All right. You know what?
It's still the pre-show. I love it.
I know it still says the pre-show.
We haven't even gotten started. All of you guys who think
this is all the pre-show, guys. This is a lot of show.
Fucking Saints. I'm gonna put my tongue in a chick's ass live.
Yes.
When is she getting here? And how long is she staying?
It's
alright. You know what? You guys are gonna help. We're gonna do this next news article. And then, based on the three, we've got the Pussy Hats, we got the Christians. What is the name of it?
Business Leaders for Christ, wasn't it?
Business Leaders in Christ, and then this next one, and you guys are gonna help me come up with the title of it. Okay, so let's get the next article going here. Let's do this. Let's quit fucking around. I love fucking around. So. Not like that. Maybe like that. I don't know. 10-year-old transgender boy is starting a dating website for trans children. Desmond Napoles says he's founded the world's first online drag club for kids. A 10-year-old transgender boy says he is founding the world's first dating site for transgender children. Desmond Napoles, aka Desmond is Amazing, is launching the new website that aims to encourage kids to switch genders in an online drag club. The house... Huh? Go for it.
That's healthy. I mean, you know, here's the thing. Like, you want to know the first thing that jumped out at me as being like wrong about this whole thing?
Okay.
Why the fuck are 10-year-olds dating?
Yeah?
Nuh-uh.
It's like a thing I saw once. A transgendered 10-year-old is like a vegan cat. We all know who's making the decisions.
Think of that same joke. Yeah, we all know who's calling the shots in that relationship.
That's a good fucking point. That's a good point.
No, I mean, honestly, ask yourself, you know, anybody, I mean, like, this young person, unless they've been so full of, like, steroids and growth hormones by virtue of shitty diets, and you can, but unless somebody's pumping them full of fucking hormones, what the fuck sexual identity does any kid even fucking have? By like the age of 14 or 15, when you're like just about to get laid. I mean,
if you listen to Freud.
Oh yeah, let's start on that. Let's start on that thing. Yeah, if you listen to Freud, because like he wasn't wrong about anything. Sometimes an overly manipulated child is just an overly manipulated child. Let's be fucking honest. The only reason that a child of this age would have any, I mean, unless there are, you know, and it does exist. I'm not going to deny it. There are, there are like those, you know, the naturally imbalanced hormones to the point where like
that are literally just born that.
Yeah, when adolescence kicks in, like the hormonal fucking cocktail which cooks up in the body, it's not, let's say, normal in this sense, and normal. But with all of that, this shit. Fucking 10-year-olds don't need they don't need their own version of OK fucking Cupid. They have plenty of time ahead of them to get broken and then display that to the world.
I've got to read some comments here. We got Larry Kubiak says, kids be fucking, yo, just ask Amos. That's fucking spicy. And Rhino says, if I wanted my kids dating at 10 years old, I'd enroll them in Catholic school. Ooh.
Well played. Ooh. Nicely done.
I have comments on this, but I'm going to keep reading the article before I get into it. The House of Amazing site will be a no-parent zone designed to invite gender-fluid and trans-curious minors into an encouraging and safe online community for drag kids to connect with each other. According to a promotional flyer for the new site, has been established exclusively for kids who are doing amazing drag. The site's admin will approve all applicants manually and block access from parents or children who sign up using their offensive born gender to ensure the drag kids feel safe to express themselves. Hang on.
I just wanted to offer this real quick. Dean, when you become an adult, you know what we call amazing drag? A trap.
Well, kind of.
Well, this is a Catholic trap right here because it's like the priest is like, as long as I don't look too closely, I don't need to feel all that bad.
All right, so Desmond Napoles has been dressing in drag since he was a toddler after his mother declared him gender neutral as a baby, a Daily Mail report said. He says he was always taught that using your born gender is wrong and has always worn girls' clothing, but confessed that he never tried wearing boys' clothes. His family introduced him to the gay scene from an early age, and he has gained fame on the New York drag circuit as his drag alter ego, Desmond is Amazing. So this is kind of like Lactatia, but not as publicized.
This is child abuse.
So, well, okay. Here's the thing. So recently, Lacey Green came out with a video talking about drag, and I have for many years.
Maeve on point tonight, by the way. No parent zone. Oh, Maeve says no parent zone. Yep, that's a pedophilia thing.
Right. So, Lacey came out with this thing, and she's talking about drag and lactation, that sort of thing. Is it child abuse for a kid to do drag? The thing that bothers me the most about it, because I've been in the drag scene. I was around in Portland, Oregon, 1998 until like mid 2000s. Watching drag shows, being immersed in the culture, being immersed in the gay scene. And that entire scene was incredible. All the people there were really, really wonderful. There was no like weird predatory shit going on. There was no kids, nothing.
More than that, I mean, and I've hung out with some drag queens, and like, and I remember back in Philadelphia, the gayborhood was like one of the funnest places to be.
Yeah,
and it's great. And it's great. One of the things I love about drag queens is because, you know, these are people who are just they have expended all of the fucks they have to give. They have none left, and when they go out, they are purely themselves, and usually they are funny as fuck.
Oh yeah, just wild charisma.
But it's not for fucking 10-year-olds.
Yeah, but that's fucking full-grown adults. Yeah.
See, the thing that always bothers me about this is I come back to the George Carlin school of thought, which is when it comes to children, leave them alone. Leave them the fuck alone. Let children play. Let children explore.
Yeah, they're naturally weird as fuck on their own. They don't need help.
They are. If the kid wants to dress up and drag, like, fuck, whatever, fine, you're gonna play dress up and whatever, that's fine.
Do it well, though.
Cool.
Do it well.
But there's this part of this article, and this is what's so fucking weird about this. Where the fuck was it? God damn it. He said he was always dressed in drag since he was a toddler after his mother declared him gender neutral. Your baby's not gender neutral. I'm sorry. Your baby is not gender neutral.
Gender neutral isn't even actually a thing. Let's be honest.
It sounds like a completely imposed upon thing.
Yeah, unless we're talking about pronouns like they and them, or if we're talking about like hermaphrodites, who in that case, who the
legitimately
fuck knows where that's going?
Let's be as charitable as we possibly can. Let's say genderqueer can be a thing, right? Fine. Yeah. Okay, fine. Whatever. Let's say genderqueer could be a thing. That's a decision that's made after you've started to sexually mature, and you can make that decision for yourself. If you were saying at the birth of your child, well, my child is going to be gender neutral, you're a cunt. You're a fucking cunt. How dare you impose
on multiple levels?
Even vegan cat. Like
using your own social justice weird fucking like bizarro fucking language. How dare you assume that baby's gender or lack of gender? How fucking dare you?
Most people have no idea any kind of sexuality or gender orientation until they get to puberty, and that's not until you're preteens or early teens. That's not a thing at birth.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck are you doing?
And you know what? And actually, well, I mean, and I imagine, Jeff, you could probably identify with this. One thing, I mean, like, so my own kid is going to be 10 soon, which is a weird fucking thing to think of. It's like you've been around for a decade. But I mean, not just that. It's also that I've you know, one of the worst things a parent can do, regardless of ideology, gender, sexuality, all that. One of the worst things a parent can do is presume for their child who and what they are.
Right.
Like, you need to let them figure that shit out on their own, because they're going to be even crazier and more amazing than you can imagine if you just give them, like, you know, inspire them to figure that out and figure out who they are. And whoever they are, as long as it's not harmful to themselves or others, support that. But you don't come up with it in your mind ahead of time.
Yeah, if you try to impose too much of yourself onto a child, you're basically going to fuck them up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And like right here, he says he was always taught that using your born gender is wrong. Well, that right there is an imposition. He's always worn girls' clothing, but confessed he never tried wearing boys' clothing. Well, obviously, this is all being directed very specifically by the fucking mother. And this, I feel... And here's the thing, though. People are going to say...
What's going to happen? He's going to grow up, and he's going to replace the front man for mindless self-indulgence. That's what's going to happen.
He's going to be Jimmy Urine.
Yeah.
Like,
hopefully with less meth use, okay?
Yeah, well, that as fucked up, and as, like, it's funny, because, like, that guy is one of the people, is one of the examples you can look to and you say, all right, well, there are some people who are, like, for instance, gay because they're just gay. They're attracted to these people. And there are other people who have problems typically with their moms.
Yeah.
And I look at Jimmy and I'm like, you're not gay because you like dudes. You're gay because you really don't like women.
Yeah.
Fair. That's fair. But I mean, the thing, like, okay. When it really comes down to it, this is obviously like a child being imposed upon the will of its mother. People are going to say this is child abuse, And I've seen some quotations of that in the chat. Well, maybe. But at the same time, like, you have to basically temper this with other things that you have out there in life. You have entire long-standing histories of people raising their children under preposterous fucking beliefs. You know, things like, if you touch your fucking penis, you're gonna burn in hell in the lake of fire.
Just say religion. Just say religion.
Well, I mean, but yeah, it could be any number of religions with ideas that are basically scaring a child into a type of belief system. And I don't see that much of a difference between these, if you really try and look at it objectively. But here's the thing that really gets me. Let's be as charitable as we possibly can, right? Let's say that the mother had no influence on this guy, on this kid, and how dare I assume his gender? You know, whatever. Let's say the mother didn't have anything to do with it, and the kid just really liked to do drag. He saw drag, and he saw stars, and he's like, wow, I want to be as free as those people are. And trust me, I would understand that compulsion.
It is pretty fabulous.
It is fabulous. It's incredible.
Yeah.
If you've never been to a drag show, you should check one out, because they're fucking great.
They're kind of amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're awesome.
And you will find some of the funnest people you've ever encountered.
Yeah.
I mean, genuinely fun.
So if a child wants to do drag, I don't necessarily see anything wrong with it. But the problem comes with, and this is really the I think, and I want to send this to Lacey. I'll probably send this to Lacey tonight. This is different than what she was talking about, because this is actually specifically starting a dating website, because the act of doing drag isn't necessarily sexual as far as human sexuality.
I mean, half the time
okay, so this is a dating website for anybody under the age of 18.
Right. This is a child. Yeah, this is a child dating website. That is a part that I have a problem with. Whether these kids are in drag or not, I could give a fuck.
You know, And an entire other side to it, though, too. And I mean, let's even just consider the concept of human dating and how fucking rotten and terrible it is now already.
Just
right?
adult dating, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, dating as an adult is a fucking nightmare these days, right? Now, that being the case, the fact that, like, it's, you know, like, adolescent dating when you get, like, your little boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, and, like, maybe you smooch here and there or whatever, and I guess these days kids as early as 14 are filming bukkake scenes with each other, so whatever, it's bad enough. But the thing is that online dating, I remember when it started, and it was like, it was viewed as pathetic initially. It's like, it was like going through a dating service. Like, you're that bad. It sounded like
a really sad thing when it first
started. And now it's so normal. But the thing is, and it's just like that stand-up bit that I wrote. It is genuinely a fucking nightmare. Like, if you're a man looking for a woman on there, basically it's like looking for a functioning car in a scrapyard.
Those glamour shots.
Yeah, and then at the same time, like, if you're a woman looking for a dude, it's just what? Dick pics and shit. That like I've
actually never gotten an unsolicited.
You just announced that on the internet, so you're going to.
Don't.
Sure. Yeah, and now you're gonna get even more.
Don't.
Have you been on the internet?
Your life. Don't.
Anyway, but there's the thing though. It's like, it's almost like because I'm pretty sure this wasn't his idea. This is probably mom's idea, and. It's like, all right, you know, it's almost like they're just trying to jump the gun here, and they're like, hey kids, listen, I know it's fucked up figuring out who you are and what you're into already, but
I'm just gonna tell you who you are.
Yeah, we're gonna do more than that. Though we're actually gonna thrust you into like one of the worst possible evolutions.
That right there.
Terrible.
I want to throttle his mother.
Yeah, but it's like, hey, so you guys are going into adolescence here. You're gonna start learning about the awkwardness of dating. We're gonna make it even worse by giving you an option to do it online. We will, by no way, there will be no weird like young Asian men.
If for some reason this had happened, if this kid was doing this because this just was something that really appealed to him, they'd be fine. But like, by his own admission, this is something that he was effectively groomed to get into, and that's the part that I have a problem with. I have the same problem that I do with kids being groomed to enter into churches. You know, I really don't see a whole lot of difference with it. I mean, I wish this kid nothing but love, nothing but happiness, and like that this works out for him. But like, on this article, it says that he came out as gay. You're 10! You don't know! You don't know! How do you know? How do you...
I didn't know who the fuck I was at 10.
Well, here's the thing.
I don't know. Like, I didn't know who the fuck I was at 25!
Given the relationship between Desmond and his mother, I am sure that the two of them will run a lovely motel with a very silhouette friendly shower curtain.
And it will eventually be a story on true crimes, and there will be an entire thing. It'll be like the H.H. Holmes story, and it'll be fun.
He's gonna get really good at turning like entire floors of the building he owns invisible.
He'll fuck people to death. It'll be fun.
This is the thing. I mean, it's funny because for a while we had this whole like understanding of the fact that, like, you know, psychological scarring leads to particularly odd behavior later in life, and these days
would explain like me.
Yeah, and these days these days people are almost just like, well, let's see how far we can push it. Well, let's see. I convinced this dude to knock me up, and now I got a son, and I'm going to convince him he's gay, and I'm going to convince him he's genderqueer, and I'm going to convince him, like, women's clothes are the best ones he can wear. Although, in fairness, too, I do remember a quote from Perry Farrell one time. He was asked why he was wearing a dress to an awards show, and he's like, because women dress better than men.
I remember that. I remember that, actually.
Yeah, you remember that.
That was great.
That was great, yeah.
Perry Farrell was pretty fucking great, actually.
And this is the weird thing. Back in that day, Perry Farrell was viewed as a weird motherfucker, and these days, like, you could actually look to him as like a fucking anchor weight of stability and reason compared to some of the shit these people are pulling.
At this point,
yeah. At this point, Perry Farrell.
I've seen some shit.
He's probably like, well, I mean, he's in his 50s now, I imagine, so he's probably sitting at home, and even he's like,
y'all gone off the deep end.
Alright, Mixery123321 has gifted a tier 1 sub to Dr. Squiggums. Very sweet and very nice of you. Snicky234 subscribed. Thank you very much for your subscription. Appreciate you guys. If you guys have Amazon Prime, you have a free Twitch subscription. Just saying. Just putting that out there. Also,
and that being the case too,
links
to our
Streamlabs in the down below.
I actually really wanted to just take a real quick moment to say, like, and this is gonna sound like fan service, fine, but it's a genuine sentiment. This weird Saints community that's built up here, right? And it's all, we got our good old regulars, we got our folks in the Discord, we got an Anahata. I'm gonna keep mispronouncing that.
Anahata.
Yeah,
Anna.
Maharaja here.
Anna.
The Maharaja here.
Nigga.
Whatever. Yeah. But it's funny because I've seen this, like, people are gifting each other subscriptions. I've even personally had one patron actually double their pledge just so that another patron who couldn't afford it. Yeah, it was. Just so that they could come into the patron hangout, and it is a Anna Heart on it. Ooh, I like that. Wow, fat, clever. But yeah, I mean, it's one of these nice things though, because there is I've talked a lot in recent podcasts about the difference between cultivating an audience and building one, and when you cultivate one, it turns into a cult, and soon it gets completely out of your hands, and the only thing you can do is hope to entertain them. And it is just so wonderful. These you saintly people. You're more saintly than Jeff and I.
Way more.
So thank you all, not just for supporting us, but also for supporting each other. You guys are really good to each other.
Round of applause for everybody out there. Round of applause.
That's the kind of like, those are the kind of people the world needs. It's not. It's like, well, I enjoy my thing, but I want to support people who enjoy the same thing I do, because, well, fuck these guys who are on the screen.
You guys make me want to do this show every night. You really do. Okay,
dance,
so
monkey dance. Yes, dance, Omni.
All right, so we have one. We're actually a little bit late getting into this, but I'm having a really good time. I'm in a great mood. Are you guys in a great mood?
It's good night.
It's actually, yeah, it's pretty good night, and I mean, I know.
Can we get some ones if you guys are having a good fucking night tonight?
Yeah, and
in that chat, motherfuckers.
Yeah, and give us a 2 if you really would rather that we just stay to the schedule and keep the show short.
Give us a 3 if you want to kill yourself right now.
Omni's like, I don't even give a fuck what he's talking about. 2. Yeah.
Give us a 4 if you want to see me take my top off.
Fucking.
It requires money. I'm baiting.
No, we're gonna get banned from Twitch tonight. All right, let's do this. All right.
Yeah, I know, but we're supposed to go out drinking after this, and she knows I'm kind of broke, so she's like, well, "Let's see if we can help that out. Maybe we don't have to get welled. We don't have to just get water and bitters all night."
Donate money if you want to see me take my top off at Pornhub Saints.
That's a pretty generous offer for sure. All right, we got one more news article before we're gonna switch to all the 4s. Here we go. All right, here we go.
$50. I'm not cheap.
I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with this actually. This is a very good important news article.
Yes, the My Circle. Yes, I must go there now. Yeah.
Shooting in abortionagation. Fuck.
There you go.
Fuck me. God damn it. All right.
Abortionation.
Abortionation. All right, let's do it.
That's going to be the title of next week's midweek.
His gun and cited for illegally and unsafely firing.
Fix your shit.
I reminded him.
Yeah, there we go. All right, I'm good now.
Cited for illegally and unsafely firing it off at Castle Airport.
It was a pretty scary situation, and then to find out that it was the mayor seemed pretty ridiculous.
Authorities say Atwater mayor.
So in case anybody missed that, a mayor of a city is in trouble
at the airport
for a shooting at an airport. Just keep that in mind.
Jim Price was shooting at squirrels from his truck on the active airfield while people were nearby, including one man who says a bullet came a little too close and called 911.
News Tonight CBS 13's Angela Greenwood spoke with the man who says he was afraid for his life, Angela.
Yeah, well, Tony and Christina, that man, James Allen, was relaxing near the Castle Airport.
What was that dumpy-ass motherfucker walking behind her? That's an active news feed. What are you doing? What?
Unprofessional.
You!
He got separated from the tour.
James Allen
You asshole! Get out of the shot!
was relaxing near the
I need
And unbutton that top button. You look all uptight. Hey, listen. I get that you're hoping she's gonna see this news feed and she's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, Alan from Supplies is a really nice guy. I should take him up on that Facebook invite to go to dinner." Except, ain't never gonna happen when you got that button all buttoned up like that, boy.
It's my lunch break time, and I gotta go get my Hot Pocket.
She's got what?
She got about 4 pounds of makeup on. She looks like she's probably attractive until you take a wet wipe.
Well, it's an interesting top though, because she kind of looks like she got pulled straight out of a really bad Star Trek series.
She's like a Marvel character with a boob window.
Exactly, yeah, a little boob window, except there's no cleavage because your boobs are probably like inching closer towards your belly button. Exactly. Now the thing is when we're talking about boobs, now homeboy over here, as you can tell, is wearing a fucking very, very expensive sports bra. That shit is lifted and separated. He doesn't have to worry about a thing.
A little bit lower than mine, but
he can trot behind any active live shot he wants, and there ain't gonna be no jiggling there. No, it's because
Castle Airport when he says a man drove by and fired off a rifle in his direction. Now Allen quickly left in fear and in shock, but even more shocking, he says, is who pulled that trigger.
It was just a crazy day.
It started as a...
What kind of clip is it? This is a crazy day.
It's a crazy day. I never thought I'd get shot at by the town's mayor twice in my life. Last time is
he was
because...
trying to shoot at a squirrel and I almost died today. Huh?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know how he mistook me for a squirrel. I'm kind of bigger than a squirrel. But
less hair.
Now, here's the one thing, too. Keep in mind, this is an actual mayor of a proper city. He probably has more voters considering him than I ever would. And people are like, oh, with all your shit online, your political career is dead. It's like, you don't know how fucked up New Hampshire is. You will see.
Quiet Thursday afternoon.
I watched the planes take off in silence and just read my book.
26-year-old James Allen parked in his car just outside Castle Airport when
I heard a pop, a snap go over my head.
His peace and quiet interrupted by gunshots fired from a moving truck.
He was shooting in my direction.
Allen says he even heard a bullet ricochet right past him.
Okay, wait. So this guy,
I hope he was strong.
this guy is like, I mean, this actually doesn't sound that weird to me. Like, the dude's just kind of like, I want to get some motherfucking piece of pie.
Not sound weird to you.
Well, no. Okay, no. Because like, he's like, I want to get some fucking peace and quiet away from like whatever, you know, like my baby sister's crying all the fucking time, or my fucking wife just won't shut the fuck up. I just want to go to the airport, watch the planes take off and land, and I want to read a fucking book. All of a sudden comes the fucking 4x4 version of the goddamn General Lee with the fucking mayor in there, high as fucking cranked up on crocodile, shooting his fucking AR-15 at some fucking squirrels. Yeah, that would freak me out too. That seems a little strange to me.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's like I'm the most normal guy in this town, which doesn't say a lot, but you know what I'm really curious about? Did he vote for this mayor?
As you can imagine, I got pretty scared and I bounced.
And then called police, snapping this photo after they arrived. Several cars surrounding the truck where the gun had been fired, and inside was the mayor of Atwater, Jim Price.
That was the mayor shooting in a direction where people jog and have lunch and stuff like that. It mind-blowing. Like, I could not believe it.
Everybody knows you can't trust a man in a pony.
The guy that got shot at looks like a very normal dude.
Honestly, I wouldn't buy raisins off of that guy, let alone elect him to be in charge of my city.
He might be organic.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you know what that mayor looks like? You know what he looks like? He looks like an LSD cook.
wait.
Yeah.
Pull him up.
Yeah, he looks like an LSD cook. He looks like, it's like, man, oh, Jesus. That's the one guy I know who's actually got a pill machine.
Almost got it.
The mayor of Atwater.
Oh, right there.
Yep.
Guy.
Yep.
I sell you raw water. That guy.
I'm just trying to shoot these fucking CIA squirrels, all right? You know, they've been fucking spying on me for fucking weeks.
Listen, I'm part of a very secret Reddit organization. I don't know if you know what we call these squirrels, but they're CIA niggers.
We're on Twitch. We're on Twitch. Stop that. We're on Twitch.
Are you talking nigger squirrels?
Nick, we are on Twitch. Knock that off.
What the fuck?
Demonetized.
Yeah. No, but I love the fact that this guy is a mayor. Look, I mean, hang on, wait. Can you in good conscience vote for a man in a ponytail? See, I acknowledged my mistake and I moved past, and that's what a good statesman does. This guy just wants to shoot his constituents, mistaking them for squirrels.
Oh God!
Where was this again, by the way?
Looks like he should be selling some sort of like Buddhist retreat.
Atwater, California. Atwater, California.
Oh,
Jim Price.
Oh, is this part of New
to
California?
find out that it was the mayor shooting in a direction where people jog and have lunch and stuff like that.
And hang out with squirrels.
Mind-blowing. Like, I could not believe it.
According to Merced County Sheriff Vern Warnke, Mayor Price owns a side business providing fuel services at the airport and was allegedly shooting squirrels to keep them off the flight path. Problem is, the sheriff says Mayor Price does not have a permit to shoot wildlife.
Pause.
He's just doing his civic duty.
No, what the fuck is going on with that McDonald's behind him? With you. Look at that shit! Oh my God!
Falling off.
Yeah, it's like melted and shit. It's like
you see Donald's.
Yeah, it's like the fucking pure fire from whatever this guy's hot take on his fucking like vigilante pest control project was. It's just so hot that it's melted down. That particular restaurant ahead of time.
Can we get some ones in the chat as a rest in peace for our Twitch career?
Just saying. No, fuck that. No, give us the proper F to pay respects to that McDonald's. What the fuck happened? They don't even use real grills anymore, I'm pretty sure. How did that? It's like, oh, the fucking the thing was is we put the Big Mac in the microwave with the plastic wrap still on, but we didn't put a vent hole in it.
He was doing a public service.
Just got out of hand.
To fire a gun on a flight path.
That is the dumbest thing that a person could possibly do. Shooting live rounds on an airfield.
The mayor was cited for both violations on scene, his .22 rifle taken away from him, and ordered to give up his concealed carry permit.
Fucking ponytail, dude!
I love it. You know, oh my God, what is it? What was that Adult Swim show, Xander? You remember the one? There's a guy, yeah, the snake. That guy looks like his dad.
He does. He looks like his dad.
Xander's dad.
Dude, you know what? This mayor.
Melt this McDonald's with the pure heat of my abject Abernathy philosophies and my snake hand.
This mayor, obviously, he's just a maverick, dabbing on the haters, dabbing. And he just wants to kill some squirrels to like keep them off to don't fuck with the planes, man. That's all it is. That's all it is.
I mean, like everybody. I
hear he can. I hear
everybody thinks seagulls are the big worry, the big risk here. But the thing is, you have no idea how many squirrels decide that the best place for them to hang out is an active jet turbine.
This is what happens when you let communists take power.
Communist. Look at that. It's a fucking communist ponytail.
That is a fucking communist.
You can tell because it cascades down around his ear as opposed to being cinched in the back of his head like a samurai. I trust a weak mayor over a crunchy mayor any day.
Yep. I'm just saying, man, you know, this mayor is so woke. Not only is he providing public service of killing all the squirrels so they don't get in the fucking plane engines, but
he's also trying to kill the bait-ass residents of his city, apparently.
Well, that's right. And also for $30, only on the weekends, he will also give you a tarot reading, dab. And so that's all you gotta know. Like, this dude is a beast. He's a beast. He's a maverick.
This was issued by the Atwater police chief.
He knows the value of fermented cabbage. He knows the value of fermented cabbage in a water jug.
He knows what an amazing amount of salt tastes like. He gets it.
He gets it.
This dude is low gang for life.
Holy shit, he probably actually had his own fucking polo shirt screen printed. That's an entrepreneur. This guy is driving the economy.
I'm gonna let you guys keep talking about this mayor real quick, and I'm gonna go take a piss.
Well, here's a funny thing. look at the desolation behind him in this particular screenshot. The dead tree, the it looks like it's out of order. It's some kind of street sign. That
it's an expressionist representation.
Exactly.
This man's soul.
Well, not only that, the entire, like, between the McDonald's and this, the entire town that he rules over looks like a fucking Kafkaesque nightmare. Yeah, it's like, you know,
just waiting for giant bugs.
He could never get out from under the shadow of his father, so he set half of the trees on fire.
He saw his dad naked once and realized his dick was smaller, and it ruined him for life.
And he realized he could never satisfy his mother in the same ways. Exactly. And so, like, he decided to become mayor of this town explicitly so that he could let the McDonald's burn down and let the forestry department ignore everything and let it turn to shit. These things look like anorexic cacti.
And then meanwhile, he's trying to turn Atwater into a communist nation, and it's just not working out for him because he doesn't quite understand Marx.
And the worst part is too, he doesn't even understand that it's not. You know, he doesn't understand that it's economics that are working against him. He thinks it's the fucking squirrels.
He thinks it's the squirrels.
All right,
and not economics.
Jesus fucking Christ. The fucking weird ass shit tonight.
That was pretty good. I was pretty happy with that.
All right. So we got Calligator. He was getting a sandwich, damn it. Don't deny that man sandwich. Appreciate that.
He burned the McDonald's down while he was getting it.
I mean, he is trying to establish a communist nation, so he's probably starting.
He says, gotta show the criminal element who the fuck has the big balls. Sunbird 2 Turn says, y'all gotta play some more Rust. Dr. Scoggums needs y'all to build more bases for him to riggedy wreck. Dude, I haven't been on that game in like a week and a half. I've been fucking busy, and I said I was gonna be busy, and Squiggums is like, I'm gonna just wreck all their shit. I'm like, all right, have fun. Okay, I'm not on the game.
Haha, Squiggums, joke's on you. A bunch of other people wrecked my shit long before you showed up. I've been wrecked for a while.
Lager Lover, I like beer because it's good. I drink beer because I should. If there was a song to sing, I sing it, and beer you should bring. I drink beer when I'm sad because the beer, it makes me glad. Now there's nothing left to say, so let's drink beer. Hey, cheers.
There is a song by Psycho Stick.
Yeah.
Beer is good, and stuff.
Satanic News Network. Wish I could donate more, but unfortunately college textbooks have left me a little behind. Oh well, have a saintly week, my dudes. Also, hey Anna. Cheers to the Satanism. Hail Satan. Leslie Maxwell, there you fucking are. God damn, everybody's been looking at you.
He came back a couple days ago. We were all really surprised.
Okay, that's good. I wasn't paying attention.
Not dead.
All right, my loves. Thank you very much to Lesser Saints for all the love. Anahata Hearts. Dem Tatty Bojangles dough.
What the fuck?
Them Tatty Bojangles.
Tatty Bojangles.
Yeah. Larry Kubiak says, here, my last dime. It's time, and with a link. What is this? What the fuck is this thing? Oh god, it's Goodbye Horses by Q Lazarus. Fuck. I can't play that while we're recording, but I will play that after the show. But
actually, I just want to make sure. Did you watch that video I sent you earlier? The Tropic Thunder behind the scenes thing?
Dude, I did. I sent it to the Discord too. It was incredible. Oh, dude. Oh my god. Okay.
You think bought you them glasses earlier?
I gotta share screens with you guys because you gotta see this. This is incredible. So check this out. That's somebody doing the mayor here. Let me.
Fucking squirrels. You know who we need to introduce this mayor to? Byro.
Oh yeah. Oh dude. Oh my god.
Byro needs to know about this like yesterday.
I don't even know what
Galactic Bubble Productions.
Oh, Byro is incredible. You'll love him.
Byro also understands what the struggle is to make sure that we remain liberated from the tyranny of the squirrels.
No, he does. He does.
All right.
Byro is a mad prophet.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
No, thank you very much for the quick. That quick sketch was amazing.
That's what it is. Oh my god, we've just doxed Byro without knowing it.
Sorry. No, Caligator.
He is secretly the mayor of whatever the fuck town that is.
Caligator, that was amazing. That was incredible.
I really even wouldn't be surprised if Byro was secretly the mayor of some town.
And then Bad Op Code 89 subscribed. Thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you very much. So guys, here at this point, we are going to be doing a random number generator. And we are going to roll to see who is going to get into the show. So hopefully, if you guys have been wanting to get into the show, you're in the waiting room in the Discord right now. We have 30 people waiting. And so, let's plug in the numbers here. We got 30. Boop, boop, boop.
By the way, Yeti, we are both very much enjoying this beer, and thank you so much.
Pretty good.
As far as like expensive local brews go, this is one I've never actually had a chance
I'm honestly
to try.
not that big of a beer fan, and that's pretty good.
All right, so first up we have Kendall. Kendall is coming into the live show. What's going on, Kendall? You gotta unmute yourself and hop on into our sexy soup of slitheriness.
We haven't gotten enough super chats or Streamlabs for her to take her top off, so we got to keep teasing with that.
Oh yeah, we got to keep teasing.
Yeah, it's like if we're gonna get kicked off of Twitch, we might as well do it with titties.
Do it big.
Even if they got fine.
They're pierced and they're glorious.
Okay then.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying.
Everybody, throw some money here in case like we find another video hosting platform where there can be an entirely different after show than you might have been expecting.
I'll just sit here with my top off.
I know. Eventually, we're gonna figure out how to do the Pornhub sayings.
Yeah.
We'll give Ken.
Yeah,
we'll give Kendall.
We're just gonna be insisting that I bang people on the internet. while you offer color commentary.
It's boring.
Why are you guys trying to like make us bang people? Why don't you go fucking bang people yourselves? What the fuck?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Why we gotta bang people for you?
Why is it gonna be all like? Why's it all gotta be everything? All gotta be sex and stuff? With you perverts, fucking sex perverts out there.
4, 3, 2, 1. All right,
Reroll.
Ken. Yeah, we gotta reroll. Sorry, Ken.
Sorry,
if you come back, send me a message, send me a DM on Discord, and I will drag you in. Sorry, buddy. Is what it is. The show must go on. We got 28 people now.
No.
8.
Omni's Dilemma actually said he's not getting in. That's sad.
15.
He's a good guy.
15. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3,
good people.
4. Oh shit! Oh man, we got Jables, Mr. Jables Boogly himself. What's going on, Jables? How you doing, bro?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing, man?
One sec.
Pretty good. Just hanging out, making sure people are nice.
Aw.
Good.
They seem
Good job,
they seem to be nice tonight. They do.
Oh, that Matt guy that was causing problems is in the waiting room, by the way, just so you know.
Well,
was he causing problems, or was he just having an opinion?
Well, he had an opinion.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
and like my dad always said, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, even if it's wrong.
Sure. Well, I mean, you know, if he wins the role, man, I'm more than happy to talk to him. Yeah. Absolutely.
And my dad always used to like, cause you know, there's that classic line, opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one. My dad always used to like to add on to that saying, opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one, and they're usually full of shit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's been going on with you this past week there, Jables?
Well, I don't know, kind of working on the format for the pre-show that Waffle and I are going to be doing.
Which we are excited about. We're looking forward to that quite a bit. You guys want to do that specifically on Sundays, yeah?
Well, yeah, you guys start way too early for both of us on Thursdays. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, the original plan for a pre-show is actually going to be Poisoning the Well, but as we've recently discovered, they are incapable of keeping.
I saw that abortion of a live stream they tried to do on Christmas too.
I didn't even hear about that. Was it really bad?
No, it just couldn't get anything to work at all.
Oh.
Through the entire thing, they had to restart it like 7 times. They things were dropping out. They didn't format OBS properly.
Oh,
it's just
see, you know, I'm feeling like I sabotaged myself. So like for a long time, for a good like year and a half, I was kind of like the YouTuber tech support. Now I would teach people how to use OBS and how to stream, even just how to do things like how to do Hangouts. You know, people couldn't figure out how to do Hangouts.
You're a master at it.
Yeah, no, I'm really good. I'm really good at it. I sat down and I learned everything I fucking could about it. And so I had all these people always coming to me and like sucking my dick, trying to tell me like, oh, how do you do this? How do you do that? And then I made these videos because I was tired of having to help people. I was like, look, here's some videos on how to do it. But now I kind of miss everybody sucking my dick, and it kind of sucks.
Well, yeah, you stopped making the videos for one thing.
Yes.
I mean, I could make some more tutorial videos. I could. Yeah.
Do it.
I should actually do some more OBS videos.
I could probably stand to watch some of them.
Oh, Rhino says Magog is better now. I think Magog might actually be better at OBS than I am, actually.
He might be.
That guy.
Yeah, well, I've seen
he knows the shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's got, you know, he's got his wizard shtick, but in general, like, when it comes to production, he is an honest, genuine fucking wizard. The guy is just good at what he does.
Oh, yeah. He's amazing.
And I will say this, too. If anybody watching right now is not already subscribed to Magog,
subscribe to Magog.
Go, because his, like, I happen to know his plans. I know his plans. His plans are beautiful. They're amazing.
Oh, yeah.
More than just plans, he's going to pull them off.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
yes. Also, go and consider being a patron to Magog as well.
Yeah.
Because he yes.
Because he's incredible. Well, Jables, so I love the idea of you and Waffle doing the pre-show, and I'm super into it. Because like you and I have met, you know, we've hugged and we've shared drinks together. You're a great fucking dude. I've talked to Waffle for a long time. He's a great fucking guy. I'm super into you guys doing a show, but I gotta know. What's the name?
Ooh.
You got what you're branding.
That. We were thinking Lesser Saints Discord. And rolling with that, because it's going to be a Discord-centric show to update people on what's going on in the Discord.
Okay.
To start off. We're going to roll with that for now. It might change. Not entirely sure.
Okay. Hit me up if you need any sort of help on that, because I'm usually in there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
This one's invaluable.
Yeah. So, we're not settled on a name yet. We're working more on format before we settle on a name.
That's
format.
You're taking the right course there, man.
You know what you're doing, James.
Yeah. The trick is if you open one Word doc and then you... Wait, I'm giving away the recipe to the secret sauce.
the secret is actually, well, I mean, the secret to like this show is actually really simple. Is you have like your basic roles. Nick does the writing and a lot of the reaching out. I do a lot of the production, and then we just kind of like mesh together roughly about like 2 hours before the show happens, and then we just make the show fucking happen. And if
2 hours
from what I've seen.
2 hours is me being generous.
Yeah, 2 hours. Between 2 hours and maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah. And you know, if Nick's having a bad week, I'll pick it up. If I'm having a bad week, he'll pick it up, and it's just, you know, we just make it work, you know. And
if we're both having a bad week, well, you can tell.
No. You know what? When we both were having a fucking bad week was Christmas. And we said fuck it, and I almost wanted to quit, and you said no. You said no, and you were barely hanging on because you were having a rough time too. But I was having a really bad time, and we just said fuck it. Like, we're gonna be pig-headed about it. It doesn't fucking matter. Who gives a fuck? We're gonna do the show. We had one of the best shows we've ever had.
Oh yeah. And on the plus side, you guys haven't missed a week.
That's right.
We won't. Well, I mean, like, listen, you know, men. Well, I mean, especially someone like in my position, somebody who enjoys nightlife, drinks, random weirdos, all that as much as I do, and it's like, what am I gonna do on my New Year's Eve? I got a show to do.
Yeah.
Ain't no stopping that. Ain't no. I mean, honestly, too, we're on. Actually, this week, this Sunday, we're gonna be episode 44, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Which means that 8 weeks from now, we will have been doing these shows for a full year, without missing them, and that's including the hidden episodes, the lost episodes, the midweeks, the random shit. And you guys can actually expect as we get ramped up a little bit more for this new year, because let's be honest, I don't know if I'm alone in this, but I will say that the whole optimism I had for this big new year, maybe a little misplaced, but I'm still holding on to this concept that it was just like, I was just thinking that when the new year struck, it would be new. There's a lot more content that's going to be coming at you soon.
Oh yeah, huge amounts. Yeah. Now, like, the thing is, there's a common trope, and you guys will learn this too, like when you start getting into it with your show, Jables. There's a concept that every YouTuber grows to understand very, very quickly. It's called fuck January.
Oh,
right?
yes.
We all feel it. Every YouTuber feels it. Even YouTubers who are in the Southern Hemisphere, you know, they always feel the same thing. Fuck January.
Like Prince of Dew. But by the way, go and subscribe.
So to Prince of Dew.
Subscribe to
the most adorable thing on YouTube. Also, best content.
Yeah, I mean, and the frequency with which she produces videos is astounding.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's incredible. It's absolutely amazing. But no, January is always the month that your views are going to be down, your subscribers are going to be down, your viewer retention rate is going to be down. Everything about it is going to be down. People consolidate. They stop. They stop wanting to get involved. Patreons always dip, and then they recover a month or 2 months later. Everything about it, everything about January, fucking sucks for YouTube. It sucks.
I don't care. We're probably not going to make money on this because we're not going to hit that 1,000 subscribers and shit. So I don't
bet
care
you
about
will.
that. I'm more about keeping people updated on what's going on in Discord, because that's the biggest question of all: is what the fuck is going on here?
What is even not in that Discord anymore, James?
What is a Discord? That's a great place to start. What is Discord? I don't know. Do you?
What are we even doing anymore?
Yeah, and we're gonna have some segments like meme of the week, top trending Discord meme of the week. Yeah, within this Discord.
Yeah.
And
meme review.
Yeah, and top trending porn of the week in the Discord. We're not gonna show any of it, obviously.
Meme review.
It's almost like It's almost like that big idea I had about, like, hey, you know, we should take Saints and use it as like a brand to produce other content with other people. It's almost like our own people came up with that on their own.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
Yeah. Which, by the way, at some point this year, the brand, it's fine. We'll be introducing you all to someone, a close friend of mine, actually. His name is Benji, and you will love Benji.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I can promise you.
Oh yeah,
you will love Benji.
Yeah.
Sure
you will. Oh, you will see. You will see.
Somebody actually named their child Benji.
Well, his name is Ben, but he goes by Benji.
He chooses to go by Benji.
He's Manchester's most talented airbrush artist, right? But the guy has also got. Well, it's kind of like me when I'm really drunk and like when I'm in the pocket, when I'm on, and I've got something to say about everything. This guy is like that naturally, day to day. Over the summer, I used to go down the street to one of my bars, this place called Panucci's Music Hall, and I'd sit outside on the sidewalks. They'd have tables, and I'd have a drink there. Benji would just randomly show up, and then while he was standing, he'd get a beer, and he'd just stand at the edge of my table, and every car that went by, he not only had an opinion about the car, but had a lot to say about the kind of people who drove them.
I bet. Oh, yeah. Well, Jables, okay, so give us something to shill, something you want to talk about, something you want to add to the conversation, anything like that, buddy?
Fucking, well, plenty I'd like to add to the conversation, but I want other people to get on, too.
Yeah.
So, as far as shilling, definitely go subscribe to Magog and think about donating to his Patreon, because he needs some of that money to get his plans rolling, and they sound really fucking good.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, sweet, man. Cool.
Yeah, by no means go and subscribe to Anahata Hearts.
Yeah, don't subscribe to me.
Don't do that. Definitely not.
Now your link is gonna be like your link is gonna be top billing in the description anyway.
I'm a wizard of calls.
Yeah, she tries this like weird like semi-philosophical human experience shit, and everyone knows no one wants that on YouTube.
It's the worst, especially because I have a vagina. It's like nobody cares.
I get enough of that in the Discord. I don't need to subscribe to the channel.
All right, Jables, we're gonna say goodnight to you, buddy. We'll probably see you later tonight when we hop in to just hang out. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Have a good night.
All right. Good night, buddy. All right. So real quick before we keep going, let me check over on Streamlabs. We got Passion81410 has subscribed. Thank you very much. Caligator says, "Nah, man, it ain't January that kills content producers. It's October. Worst month for anything." Also, oh yeah, and then send me that link of the mayor. This
motherfucker knows. Fuck October.
We do have though something that I do want to share really quick. So let's move back over to my circle, and we've got.
Do you know what month it is?
Fuck you! It's January.
Lost my shit.
Endless trash.
Endless trash.
Said the meme crop is not that good until March.
I can't tell if it's just your pause game or nothing, but I've never noticed what pretty eyes he has.
He has very pretty eyes. Mike Stoklasa has gorgeous eyes.
It's him.
He really does.
Yeah.
That's what you look like.
Yeah.
Wait a second, you paused him in soy boy action. What are you doing, Jeff?
Endless trash. Anyway, so are we doing the male feminist thing where we always have to do it here? Yeah, let's do it. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Yeah.
That hurts.
We're good.
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for like the fact that I'm like, you know, I'm pretty sure Will Wheaton's probably taken that that fucking Weinstein.
I feel like
fucking
that would
schlong
Will Wheaton
enough times. Like, whoa, are you guys making a sequel to Flubber? Oh,
26, 1, 2, 3.
He was terrible in that too. 7, I mean, he's terrible in general.
Really Wait, Will Wheaton was in Flubber?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, no, he played like the snotty son of the villain in that one. And yeah, he was like, I think he was like one of Robin Williams' character's students. Yeah, he was in Flubber. And he was and apparently he was that good that you remembered.
All right, so next up in the live show, it's Sonny's D, aka, if I'm not mistaken, that's Sunburnt 2 Turn, aren't you?
Oh. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, yay. Sweet.
Hello. How are you?
Sunny D.
Some Sunny D.
Well played.
Yeah, I don't know how that came about. I think someone just suggested it to me.
Will Wheaton.
Well, I mean, I'm glad it's like we're not still hacking on the old joke. It's like I could halfway expect it to be like Gus Burnt, Gus turned.
What's up, Gus?
We are all Gus now.
We are all Gus.
We're all Gus.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Don't make me blackmail you, bro. Or you might become Gus.
Listen, the only reason I'm wearing sunglasses is because like the bags under my eyes from the insomnia and the suicidal tendencies have just gotten to be too much. And well, I mean, you know, what's a man to do with all of his bastards?
Yeah, but are those bags Gucci? That's all that matters.
Oh, god damn, I need to get some temporary tattoos for when I'm sleep deprived.
Gucci man.
Just little Gucci labels on like the bags under my eyes. To be like, nah, it's all right. Nah, this ain't a health problem. It's high fashion, bitches.
That's right. Yeah, my sleep disorder is nothing but Gucci man. It's Gucci man.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
So what's been going on with you, Sunburnt?
Oh, you know, just trying to finish my last semester of school. Having fun with that.
Wait. What do you mean this is your last semester of school?
I don't have
I'm gonna graduate in May.
No shit. What?
Hallelujah.
And what are you getting your degree in?
History.
Hey, cheers to that. Fuck yeah. Cheers. Hey, everybody, let's get some congratulations to Sunburnt. Let's get some ones for some congratulations to Sunburnt for fucking making it through the crucible of goddamn college. Cheers
here
to
drinking on my wine.
Well, I'm not there yet. I still have to survive my historic preservation class where I've already been called unethical.
Wait. Wait.
Fucking congratulations. It's only when they start shooting at you that you know you're actually studying history.
Okay, what's the name of this class again? Tell me again.
Oh god, I can't. It's like 15 words, but it's essentially historic preservation.
Okay, historic preservation. Okay,
class,
so
it just like begins with an extra the.
So
like, we must what?
So how exactly are you unethical in your historic preservation class?
Well, my teacher had brought up one of like a woman in town who had millions of dollars to burn on restoring all of these like antebellum houses, or they were a little younger than that, because she had a passion project for that because they belonged to members of her family, her ancestors.
Okay.
And then she gifted them to the university.
Right.
But I'm assuming in the agreement she wanted it mentioned how important her family was, which I'm sure if they had that many houses that were that old in town, they had to be somewhat significant.
Right.
And I made the point, well, if a rich person wants to throw millions of dollars at my project, who am I to say no? Well, soy boy in front of me who's fat, and I can see the bat knee crawling up the back of his neck. And he also has one of those pea coats that's like in that faux military style, so you know he's just
shit.
Yeah.
Does he? Have you ever seen him wear a beret?
No.
Okay, all right.
But I've only seen him for like 3 days.
You need to go buy him one, especially with like little pom pom on
I have
top.
to go get my.
I'm sure he'd love that.
Yeah.
But
Okay, so what did Soy Boy say?
Oh, he chastised me for not thinking about the ethics, and then Captain Autismo, who sits sort of behind me, started off this long story about the guy who bought those giant dinosaur museums that you can walk into, and apparently he doesn't believe in evolution, except he owns these museums that he's making money off of, and they've got scenes of the different eras inside of them. Which I didn't get to make my point because he kept interrupting me, which was, well, it's his property and he hasn't painted over those scenes, has he?
Well, okay, wait, fuck, dude. No, I'm getting so lost. So, this dude doesn't believe in evolution.
Not Captain Autismo. He brought up some fucking anecdote because he wouldn't shut the fuck up and let me make my counterpoint, and then class ended. So.
Oh God. Okay, well. Oh my God!
I don't miss college in the slightest.
No,
I didn't actually go to college.
I'm not missing college very much either. Okay, so you had Soy Boy, starting to interrupt you and talking about, because you were saying basically like if a rich person wants to put money into this project, who am I to disagree, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, my counterpoint was going to be, well, if they're going to throw all this money into it and it's a bad deal and I don't like it, it's called pull out of the deal.
Right.
You don't have to accept that money, but I didn't get to make that point because I'm unethical.
Also, learning to pull out at the right time is a very ethical thing to do in general.
That's pretty important, actually. Yeah. do you feel like maybe Soy Boy was like a super anti-capitalist? Maybe like that was like where he was coming from.
Be surprised.
Yeah.
I was in another class with Soy Boy before I dropped it because my teacher started the second day with, how do we take down these Confederate monuments, and wouldn't hear any other argument otherwise.
In a fucking history class?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was public history. And I'm in Alabama, and we still have... This teacher had ramen hair. It bothered me. But
ramen hair.
I made the point... Yeah, his hair looked like ramen. Very reminiscent of early Justin Timberlake. But,
oh, I get it. No, I get it, yeah.
And before I dropped out, I tried to make the point, well, you know, it's the city, or 9 times out of 10, the Daughters of the Confederacy that maintain these monuments. You just have the people of the city have a popular vote on whether or not they want to keep it there, and then if they want it moved, you let the whomever wants to pay for it move it. You don't have to go committing vandalism in the middle of, where was it, in North Carolina, Kentucky, snatching down statues, or dancing around it with tiki torches.
Well, it's funny too because you'd think all of these fucking people who are like so high and mighty on their high horses and want to just shit on the South, right? Just remind them, be like, yeah, keep in mind, like, these are all monuments honoring people who fought and led troops into a war that the South lost. Yeah, like, no amount of statues or fucking, like, any of that shit's gonna change that. Like, we can all move forward. And I mean, I remember in the South, like, when I lived down in the South too, it was like Jefferson Davis in New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
It's not Jefferson Davis anymore. They pulled it down, or they're trying to pull it down. It's like,
I know they pulled down the statue of General Lee.
Yeah, it's like, is anyone actually helped? Is anyone actually helped by that? No.
No.
So what is? I mean, what are the genuine ethics in terms of looking at history? Aren't the genuine ethics to that actually acknowledging the history, not only how it unfolded, but also how people continue to honor it afterwards? Because history is not just looking back at what happened, but it's also looking at how people view it.
Stop the ass kissing with you.
Well, you have to see it from the point of view of my ramen-haired teacher, who also made the statement that those statues were put up there to intimidate black people, and that when they did celebrations for the Emancipation Proclamation in Selma, and they did that in front of that statue, they were doing it because they were brave. Because it's great to infantilize black people who would be scared by an inanimate object.
Having lived in New Orleans as I have, I can say that I'm not altogether aware of Southern black folk being intimidated in general.
Yeah.
Like, Southern black folk are the least intimidated people on the face of the fucking earth. In fact, if there's one type of person you can count on to give you the straight fucking shit, the straight skinny on whatever your question is, if they are aware of what the answer might be, it's Southern blacks, because they're not interested in fucking around.
Yeah, that's why I love all my coworkers.
Yeah, that's why I miss the South.
I miss the South a lot too.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I have half a mind to think that most of these people in the South who are making all this shit, and I remember seeing it in New Orleans, it was like New York, Midwestern, and Californian progressives who decided they were gonna...
Yankees.
Yeah, fucking carpetbaggers moving on in down there and shit, especially in Louisiana, which was still in, like, they've been in reconstruction mode since Katrina. And you've got these basically fucking carpetbaggers coming down to, like, say, like, I'm gonna save this place. And I love New Orleans so much, and the culture and the music is so great. Now, if we could just put a noise ordinance in, because I try to get to sleep. Like,
Fuck that.
I mean, like, I have my last piece of avocado toast around 7:30, and I really like to be in bed by 10.
God damn it!
Oh.
Yeah. Fuck these people. and their bullshit sensibilities and their desperate attempts to make everybody think that they're not only conscientious but deep at the same time. Go fuck yourselves, guys.
Hey, Sunburn, where are you at? What state are you in?
Alabama.
Alabama. All right, cool. Yeah. Good old Southern girl. Gotcha.
Remember, I was trying to tell you how great Auburn is.
Oh, shit, that's right. That's right. No, you know what?
Oregon only brings you pain.
I was, you know what? I was watching the last Auburn game during the bowl, and I was rooting for Auburn just for you. It didn't work. It didn't work.
Yeah.
But you guys got a really good bowl game. I mean, Oregon got a bowl game, but it was a garbage bowl game, so, like...
Yeah, y'all were in, like, Vegas, right?
Yeah, some fucking piece of shit bowl game. It was fucking tragic and stupid dog shit. Our coach fucking left. Our coach left, and our fucking our legendary wide receiver, the best player on our fucking team, is like, I'm up for the draft, like, first pick of the draft. I'm not playing this fucking game. Fuck you people. So, yeah.
It doesn't help when you have so much chaos in your athletic department.
I know.
Yeah, honestly, the best way to move through all of this is to actually just find better interests in college football.
No, you know, college football is amazing. Fuck off. No,
you know, just binge watching pop philosophy videos on YouTube. It's wonderful.
Yeah, but I like vagina, so that's why I don't do that. You know, just saying.
Okay.
Now, see, you just have to come down here and tailgate, and you'll change your mind real fast.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
The tailgating I love. It's like everything around football.
Some natty ice, some ribs.
When it gets to football, it's like, oh, I love
sleazy
watching.
fucking sex in the reeds, just goddamn down by the wetlands. Oh my god, rotting like fucking pigs in your own filth. Fuck.
Does it get to that point? You know, I love getting to that point where
porking at it like a southern gentleman. God damn it!
I'll bash the living fuck out of Planned Parenthood all day on the internet, but I love a $60 STD test.
Rhino says Jeff likes vagina. That's why he watches dudes in skin-tight pants groping each other. You know what? That's how a man gets hard. All right? Listen to me. Listen to me. You want to get fucking hard so you can plow, you can sow your seeds in that fertile fucking southern belle. You gotta watch some men fucking groping all over each other, beating the shit out of each other, getting fucking hot and sweaty in the sun. That's how you get hard. You get hard. You get your blood pumping, that semen fucking pumping up to the tip. Then you bury it deep inside a woman, just like your homosexual tendencies deep inside your soul, and bury it in there.
See, not a lot
so it will cultivate until it finally explodes in an explosion, and your priest can't help, and everything's falling apart, and you lose your business. Oh God!
Both Finland and Oregon were actually founded by the ancient Greeks, so it's like, yes, it's like, well, you know, sometimes a young man just needs a more experienced older man to take him out into a field and show him the ways of lovemaking in a way that he will never forget, no matter how much therapy he goes through.
I don't know what just happened, but it was,
and that's how Jeff.
It was a deep emotional moment.
Yeah, and that's how Jeff got to a point in which rooting for or not rooting for Auburn became a thing. It's like, well, every time, like, I just think back to watching those strapping young lads run the ball across the field, but then I slip back to the time in which a man put his penis between my closed thighs.
It's not. That's so gross.
Hey, Sunburn.
Yeah.
We had to play.
Change gears.
We had to play some more PUBG here, really, really soon. Okay.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude, that was way too much fun. Last time we did that, Last time we did that was way too much fun. I've been talking to Gable. Like, we gotta, Gable, me, Nick. We gotta do this shit. It'd be fun.
Sounds great.
All right, cool. Anything you wanna show before we move on?
I didn't really have anything prepared because I thought I was cursed and I'd never get picked. But, my boy Raizu has found a place where you can get a bottle of death for $15.
Oh, no, no?
No, hear me out.
Yeah,
hear me
that's
out.
like $400 in super chats. That's great.
I might be getting it just so I can do a shot of death with Jeff in solidarity every time, and then do one and regret all my decisions in life.
You know what? I like where this is going. Okay. All right.
That's the great thing about when you get to the point in your life when you're doing shots of things in honor of your regrets, and then you realize like 2 or 3 years down the line you'll be able to just shoot a shot in memory of that shot.
You know, this is the thing, though. This is the thing. Like, the idea of me having to take a death shot, but also at the same time, some hardcore chica, some badass motherfucker in Alabama is going to be taking a death shot with me. That makes it worth it. That helps.
That would totally actually probably inspire even more people to pay for it too.
Maybe.
If you're like, well,
I'm gonna die.
Well, yeah, it's like, well, we know more than one person is literally just dissolving their organs with paint thinner.
So what was this?
Do a quick shot of pool shock.
I'm pretty sure he DM'd it to me. shoppersvineyard.com.
Shoppers Vineyard. Okay. Yeah. Make sure send that to me in a DM. Once we're done.
Yeah, we're gonna get to a point too where we're gonna just need like $30 super chats so that like half of it can go to paying for the show and the other half can be like Jeff's gonna have just like a case of death. Like well, it's like, well, I decided I was gonna read.
If anybody wants to send Jeff any sort of death free of charge, he has his PO box listed in all of his videos.
So do I. You know what's gonna happen too? I'm gonna end up getting a bottle of this on my own, and because my drinking is as bad as it's been, I'll just like be like, this isn't just normal vodka. Oh, I didn't notice.
Yeah, no, you'll notice. Anyway, Sunburn, thank you so much for joining us. You're always a pleasure. We love you.
Love you too.
All right. Night, darling.
I love there's that tone of like deep-seated resentment whenever this particular liquor comes up. It just comes out of his voice like, yeah, you'll know.
I'm not too into it. Sergeant Buck donated, says Sunburn can do a dissertation on the history of Christian business schools. Yeah, that's right.
Now we're talking. Yeah.
That's right. So some people are talking about wanting to bring death shots to the Atlanta meetup. So here's the skitty, and I gotta let you guys in on this. I gotta be honest with you. So there is talk of doing a Saints meetup in Atlanta, either in late March or early January. As it stands right now, when I'm looking at the prices for tickets,
early January?
No, I'm sorry. Late March, early April. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I've had a few whiskeys. Problem is because like January sucks for YouTubers, especially because of taxes. And I just talked to Based Mama, and I promised her that no matter what, I would go to Kilroy, and Kilroy is still happening. I have to go to Kilroy. I am not going. Yeah, it's contractual. Well, it's not just contract. It's because she's my friend. She's my
sign a fucking thing.
she's my friend.
Yeah, no, I'm going because Base Mama's my friend, and a bunch of my other friends are going there. But also, I want to say on the record, one of my primary motivations for going to Kilroy is the fuck you factor.
Oh yeah, oh dude, huge fuck you factor.
Fuck you. You know what? Like
factor.
We were all super fucking excited, and yeah, was it mismanaged? Yes. Were there bad decisions made and bad people, and maybe not the best people brought in? Sure. Yes. But you know what? The one thing that makes an event more fun than anything else for me is the chance to let it be for both of us. But for me personally, one of my favorite things in the world is to take an action, which in no way I actually directly have to say the words, but everything that I do just exudes that flavor of go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
I've done anime conventions, and I've done like very early anime conventions, and honestly, this is not that unheard of as far as conventions are concerned.
Really not. It's really.
It's one thing you can count on people to do when they're trying to organize a complicated thing is to fuck it up in a massive way.
Yep.
I worked in politics. Trust me, I know all about it. But yeah, I will myself be at the Kilroy event for two reasons. One, well, three reasons. One, I already agreed to it, and despite what some people might like to say, I actually do take my word quite seriously.
Right.
Two, I've never actually been invited to speak anywhere before, and how
that does sound interesting, doesn't it?
There's three things on this earth that like I can't refuse. One is like someone comes to me and says, "Hey, write a thing," and then they come and say, "Hey, write a thing about yourself." No, I can't say no to that.
Right.
And then the other thing is, "Hey, come and speak to a whole room full of people."
Yeah. I feel that.
And so, but the thing is, though, is like with having to do Kilroy, and I looked at the ticket prices to be able to get over to Atlanta, and basically, as it stands right now with my finances, I can't make it to Atlanta, and that sucks because I love Poisoning the Well. They're my homies. I fucking love them. There's my friend Michael Gable. He's my fucking bro. I love him and his family, and his wife is incredible. They're just all incredible people. Some Dumb American is down there, and so many of you guys are down there, and I want to go, but I just don't have the fucking money for a ticket, and I am sorry. I have the time. I totally have the time. I could totally make it, but I don't have the fucking money. So I apologize for that.
And I would crowdfund it, but I'm also going to be having to hit up the universe to get to Kilroy, and at the other side too. And I'm going to kind of hint at this now, but it's something I've been putting in the works. I've talked to Jeff and a number of other people about it. I do have plans, and I've even scheduled it. I've even like looked at the finances and stuff. I plan on trying to make a European tour. Going to the UK, seeing a bunch of your favorite people after that, jumping across the way, going to Amsterdam, getting really high and making videos there. But also in the same respect too, I also have a gorgeous blonde waiting for me in Berlin, and then I have a Russian waiting for me in Warsaw. And then after that, the Russian in Warsaw wants to take me along to Milan to meet some more of her friends. And I plan on documenting the entire thing to make an entire documentary about exactly. See, she knows exactly what it's about, and you would all love to see that. And if Pornhub Saints comes up, maybe, who knows how many fucking episodes might happen. But yeah, I mean, if my feet are to the fire and they're like, all right, you can crowdfund and get away with asking for money for one of two things, either a trip to Europe or a trip to Atlanta. Well, I'm sorry, Prague sounds a little more appealing. Also, how am I going to walk around acting like I'm Raymond Reddington from The Blacklist if it's like, this one time in Atlanta? No good stories start out that way.
No, not generally, no.
All right, well, next up on the show, you love him, I love him. He's been here a few times.
Okay, and I was actually just gifted a subscription to my own show by someone, so thank you.
McSary123321, thank you so much. It's very sweet of you. You got gifted a subscription to your own show. That's pretty fantastic.
I love it. I do. I mean, there's layers to it. I love
sweet.
too.
Well, what's going on, JT? How you doing, man?
Destroy the child. Corrupt them all.
I'm doing alright. How you doing?
This is their plan, people!
I have a Alex Jones soundboard.
Oh,
fucking amazing.
Oh, no. Do you really? Well, let's...
Holy shit.
From Google X. They're already saying, don't trust humans to drive cars. Time magazine. Don't trust humans. The new liberal system, the computers will make the decisions. Where have we heard that before? Oh, Rockefeller Foundation funded groups the New York Times promotes. The money and the computers make all the decisions.
Hang on. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. That soundboard is incomplete unless it has Count Dankula on YouTube. Everyone needs to go and subscribe.
Oh yeah, it's got. Oh man, they should put Count Dankula in there.
Mm-hmm.
Rocks though, of course.
Dude,
but
man.
anyways, how are you guys doing tonight?
Good. You know what I've been really upset about recently? So, I know your video card took a giant steaming shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
And I am still really upset about that. I am really, really ridiculously upset about your video card taking a giant shit. I'm not cool with that. I'm not cool with that because I love gaming with you. And now
I give JT money right now to buy a new video card.
Yeah, we got to get him like a 550 card. That way he can play like all of his favorite games on the lowest resolution.
Oh, I'm sure somebody out there needs that money more.
Aw.
I don't know.
Starving children, and I don't know, somewhere.
Oh, listen, you know the best thing about starving children, JT? Eventually they die.
And they don't have HDMI ports, so I think you talked me into it.
Unless the globalists got to them.
Yeah, the fucking globalists are gonna get to them anyway. Don't worry, they'll be they'll be making someone's iPad in no time.
Countries.
But yeah, I can't even get Insurgency to run. I've got 2 VGAs, no HDMI anymore.
Oh,
it was a nice Asus one too.
Honestly, like I'm at the point now where I'd take any assembly. I'd take you just give me whatever fucking consonants you want, and as long as I can string them together and it'll make something happen on my computer, I'm fine with it.
Got Left 4 Dead though. That gets old fast though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean,
ooh, actually, JT, I'm kind of curious. Do you have Don't Starve Together?
Don't Starve Together. That is one I don't have.
Neither do I.
I do now. Somebody just sent it to me today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's very, very sweet. Very, very sweet.
I don't have it, but actually,
is that one of those like over the top, looking down type of things, or one of those 2D type games?
It's a bird's eye survival game, but it's one of the most bizarre survival games you've ever played. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, and it's funny because like the closest thing you can ever get to winning is not dying for quite a while. Yeah, like there's supposedly an end to the game, but I don't believe it.
Right.
It's like I
so it's not like DayZ where your biggest threat is lag.
No,
Yeah.
your biggest threat is night wolves and night terrors, actually.
Night terrors.
Oh yeah, no, it's great because in addition to keeping yourself alive and warm, right? You also need to keep your mental state healthy because the crazy, like the further along it goes, the crazier you get. And once you get to a certain point, then especially at night, these like shadow monsters will start creeping out from the fucking from the darkness, and they'll put your fire out and they'll kill you and all this other shit. Yeah, it's a great game.
Hey JT, 16-legged tarantulas.
JT, what video card burnt out on you? What was it?
It was an Asus AMD. It was not in my computer anymore, so I can't even get the specs on it. But
do you remember? Do you remember how many gigabytes it had?
I think it was the 770.
770. Okay. What was the 770?
Actually, at this point, you could probably
700 or whatever the fuck.
Honestly, at this point, you could probably get a 1070 card like I've got for like $200.
I got a good buddy. He's gonna give me a pretty good deal on one.
Okay.
But I need to get money to get the pay for the deal.
Well, I tell you what, man. I miss playing games with you so much. Like, you're one of my gaming buddies. Like, I fucking love you. I tell you what. I got $30. I got $30 on your next video card. Anybody else wants to match it up with me? Anybody else wants to pitch in? It's all up on you, but I'm at least gonna give. I'm pitching $30. So JT can get a motherfucking video card and play some fucking video games with us.
You're too much, man. You're too much.
Fuck you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Goddamn piece of shit. Get a video card so I can play games with you, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, and
I will get a badass one.
Yeah, honestly, motherfucker, too. And like, as far as people I can think of who need video games in their life, you're kind of towards the top of the list, you know.
I do. I need my vidges.
I need my vidges. Without my vidges, I'm low energy. I'm very sad.
Very sad.
Very low energy.
Very low energy. Very sad.
Very depressed.
Well, hey JT, we're gonna be hanging out probably a little bit later tonight. You got anything you want to show before we move on? We got one more person after you.
Yeah, you reminded me of something with the whole tips thing. I don't know why I never mentioned this on the stream, but believe it or not, she's probably so fucking huge that everybody knows about her. So it's not like a helping out a small channel or anything. We're talking 2 million subs.
Prince of
But Glam and Gore.
Glam and Gore.
Oh, Glam and Gore.
Yeah. She has a playlist on her channel that is entirely YouTube chips, and she goes through like everything from MCNs, from marketing, using other platforms on social media in order to boost your YouTube channel,
right?
Editing softwares, cameras, microphones, you name it. She's a fucking marketing genius. Like this girl's fucking smart.
Cool.
She's got these little tidbits of info. Like one of her tips that she gave was not to have an upload schedule.
Okay.
Because
hey, I'm really good at not doing that.
I'm pretty good.
Yeah, well, that way your audience never knows when you're going to upload, and they're always looking for you to upload.
Right.
So they'll expect it whenever. Otherwise, they won't see it if they expect you to just upload every Friday.
And if you
like that, right?
You fuck up too. Like if you say, "Hey guys, so new videos every Friday," and then Friday comes around, and you're like, "Fuck, I thought that was Saturday." Like,
yeah, she's a cool chick. Tell her JT sent you. I bother her on Twitter a lot. She's really cool.
Right on. Cool. All right, brother. We'll talk to you again soon, man. Love you. Love you. You're amazing.
Love you, brother.
All right, cool.
You're awesome for the $30. You're too much.
Oh yeah, dude.
You're
Yeah. DM me your PayPal. I'm gonna send you that 30. You'll start up a collection. All right.
All right. I'll get a PayPal started then.
Hey, you better. You fucking better.
Collection plate.
Peace, brother. Yeah, we gotta get JT a proper fucking video card. I'm tired. Like, don't get me wrong, man. I love playing Left 4 Dead with him. We've been playing Left 4 Dead like pretty often like the past few days. When I have a chance to play video games, I've either been playing Soul Calibur 4 on the PS3 with Gable, or I've been playing Left 4 Dead with JT, and like that's what I've been fucking doing lately. Like that's it. That's all I've been doing. But all right, we got one more guest. We're gonna get one more guest in here.
Omni Salem in the Discord chat that said that was a New York crowd. It's like one could say that's Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. We got 25 people in. This is gonna be our last guest for tonight. Don't jump out, just in case this person, like the first person,
it was very low energy.
Low energy.
It was very sad. Very sad.
Number 9, magic number 9. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so the next up and our final guest for the night, if he's around, if he's actually here, is going to be Bird Herd. Bird Herd, are you there? Mr. Bird Herd? Is the bird the word?
I don't think the Bird Herd is comfortable talking without the bird lawyer.
Bird Herd, you need to unmute yourself.
We need a
unmute yourself.
Lawyer.
Unmute yourself.
He's unmuted. He's unmuted.
Oh.
Say words into the microphone.
Just shy. It's just shy is all.
Give him a sec.
Talk to me.
Doesn't feel. Honestly, like if I saw somebody like Arwino or Sestra in the chat too, I'd be scared to say things in public as well.
Why is that?
I don't know. Because it sounded like something I could fill up time and space with as we waited for this person.
That's fair. That's fair. How's that beer treating you guys, by the way?
It's good.
Oh?
We're getting the end of it. Yeah. It's giving me the yawns. It's funny because I'm supposed to go out and see Jetty play fucking bass down at the open mic tonight.
I'm wide the fuck awake. It's fine.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm sure as soon as I step out into the 17-degree weather we've got here, I'll feel plenty awake.
We're gonna go 5.
It's warmer in Connecticut.
Yeah. You know what's adorable, by the way? This one actually thinks Connecticut is actually part of New England.
It is part of New England.
So funny. They think they can call themselves New Englanders and still have people root for the Yankees.
Who cares?
I normally would encourage suicide.
Who cares? Let's talk again about how great Auburn is, Jeff, shall we?
I don't care about Auburn. Wow, number 1. All right, so we got next up on the show. It's Radical Centrist.
Radical? Wait, we're bringing vernaculus in here?
Oh,
hello, my saints. Hold on.
Okay, we're holding. Are we about to get shrimp-pilled, my dude?
Nope. I just had to get off of push to talk. I don't like doing that with this, but hey, y'all.
Hey, how's it going, man? How you doing?
Doing good.
We're about to get shrimp-pilled by the radical alt-enlightened centrism. Yes, my dude. So
I never thought I'd be able to drive an entire political philosophy from a t-shirt. But then, who knows?
I had this friend of mine, back when I was like hardcore into Facebook, science communication, that sort of thing. And he sends me this message out of the blue 2 days ago. And he's like, what the fuck is the problem with the left? And I go, okay, well, that's kind of a loaded question. What do you mean? And he starts sending me these screenshots of all of these people posting in these science groups talking about, like, group acceptance and how we need to, like, modify our biotech outreach programs to make sure they're inclusive to trans experiences.
Stop the ass kissing.
And I'm like,
yeah.
Well, I don't really know what to tell you, man. I don't really know what to tell you. People are crazy. And he's like, well, I would go from the left because I'm a crunchy, deadhead hippie guy. I'd go to the right, but the right sucks too. And I just typed out enlightened alt-centrism enhances. And he's like, I don't know what that means. I just fucking laughed my ass off. But
personally, I'm more, typical person, libertarian-like person, where I'm a socially, culturally, whatever you want to call it, liberal or libertarian, but fiscally conservative. So typical, right? And
listen, I party with libertarians and like the Free State Porcupine set on a pretty much monthly basis, and I can tell you they're anything but typical. These people think, here's what I love. These people are like, you need to run for office on our party banner. I'm like, I think I might go independent. Like, okay, well, we're going to put a thing to make sure that if you don't make it on the ballot as an independent, that we run you as our candidate. Oh, well, clearly you've got a fucking solid head on your shoulders because you want this dumb motherfucker representing your party.
Yeah, this boy pussy.
Oh, jeez.
Have you seen my show? Okay, don't watch it. I'd prefer to keep your endorsement as long as I can.
Oh no, you guys are great.
No, you're great. You and all the fucking kids and all the fucking wonderful people, the men and women and the kids and the elderly and the troglodytes and the personas inside
everybody we put into the lifeboats, even all the people that we tell the fuck off from the lifeboats.
They and them and
all the Zims and Zers and bun selves that exist within
all this shake and bake of amazing culture and incredible people that are part of the Discord. I fucking love you people. You're amazing.
Yeah.
This is great.
And again, I'm actually like as one of them yourself too. I mean, I'd say like the most remarkable thing, like it's one thing to be, to find it remarkable, like wow, it's a dedicated fucking fandom that for some reason thinks that what we do is entertaining and worthwhile. But more than that, the way in which like it's almost less about the show and more about each other with you fucking weirdos.
Yeah. That's basically it. And let's this is gonna be kind of controversial, but one thing I will say, if you two, meaning Nick and Jeff, if you guys mess up to the point where everyone, like, you totally messed up, it wouldn't matter to me. I would still be in the YouTube Saints Discord server because of everyone else.
It's like we'd all collectively stop watching the show because it sucked, but we love this Discord and maybe we'd find a way to boot the both of you out of it.
Not entirely. But I do have a second server, but not entirely. No.
And all the mods will get together. We'll stage a coup.
Yeah. All right. So I have a very important question.
It's a hostile takeover.
You're very involved in the Discord, and you've been around for a while, for a long time.
At least since the beginning of the whole midweek, I think I've been around, or I've been watching much further. But when it comes to the Discord, since you started doing this midweek stuff,
Okay. So the main question I have for you is. Are you on the Discord Rust server, and are you one of those fucking people who keeps raiding my base?
No, I do not have Rust. I can't afford it. I always say that if cobwebs was currency, then I would be rich. So yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, that's
Wait a second. Are you saying the tower got raided?
Oh, bad, super bad. Oh yeah.
I don't have my.
Okay,
AK
so I need to let everybody know who's not into it. So like we have a Discord Rust server, and we got into it and we started playing it. I'm paying for it right now. And what I think is fascinating is me and Nick are both really busy guys. We don't really get a lot of chance to play on the server as much as we want to.
I'm also not very busy. I'm just lazy.
Yeah, that's okay. Nick's really
like a boring as fuck game to me. So.
Nick's lazy. Anahata doesn't like the game. I am actually really busy, but I do love the game. But what I think is so fascinating is while the whole thing's been going on, I grabbed these two friends of mine. They're two of my best friends in the world, and I dragged them onto the Rust server and dragged them into the Discord server. And then a few days later, I get a text message from one of them, and he's like, "Hey, that Jetty Lead guy is super cool." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Jetty Lead, he's in the Rust server and he's helping us." And so, one of my best friends in real life, or two of my best friends in real life, are now super good friends with Nick's best friend in real life, and they're all like goofing off and making bases for us on Rust and trying to convince me and Nick to get back into the game.
Yeah, this.
Yeah, he was talking about that today.
Oh god, yeah, actually, so yeah, when she came up on the bus from where the non-New England New York suburb she comes from.
Connecticut is part of New England, actually. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
No, it is. No, it is. I'm sorry, it is.
They root for the fucking Yankees. No, they're not.
No.
They're a suburb of New York. The entire state is a suburb of New York.
Nick, Connecticut is part of is part of the original colonies.
But okay,
it's part of the original colonies.
I just a minute. I'll let you finish. But let me just say this.
No, actually, that's how it is. Connecticut is a part of New England in the same way that what's his fucking name? God, how did I forget this? He was a member of Genesis, and then he split off.
Peter Gabriel?
Peter Gabriel. He's the same way he's a member of Genesis still. Same way Genesis is still a band. It's just not a true thing.
It's not the same thing.
It's exactly the same.
Connecticut was one of the first. It was a state before New Hampshire. Fuck off.
Okay, that's fantastic.
I'm with Anahata on this. I'm with Anahata.
Yeah, you became a state, and then you decided A-Rod was a great idea. Okay,
that
great.
wasn't our decision.
Anyway, yeah, but so no, he actually,
catty.
He
very
catty. I know, dude, super catty.
Well, it was great. No, here's the funny thing.
What is wrong with East Coast people? What the fuck?
Jetty is like 6'2", probably.
About.
Yeah, he's a tall guy. He's a tall, lanky guy. Yeah. And he picks her up from the bus station today, and gives a knock on the door, and she's standing behind him. Because he's like, oh, I got a surprise. Your friend came up. Hey, we're gonna go out to the bar and have a fun time. And he's like, hey, and I'm like, oh, I know who that is. He's like, oh, how did you know? I'm like, because I don't know too many people who are 4'11".
It's fair.
There we go. Yeah,
it's fair.
It's like, sorry. Also, like, motherfucker's tall. But he's also a beast.
Centrist, where do you live?
Oh, I live in Michigan, and I was gonna say that I'm a big, huge sports fan, I do, and my expertise is, as it were, is a baseball. So I love baseball. And and my top teams are, I have like a team for National League and American League.
Of course.
So I live in the west side of Michigan, so I like the Cubs. And of course, since I'm a Michigander, I like that one better than Michiganian. Whatever. I like Detroit and the Detroit Tigers.
Neither of those is the Yankees, so yeah.
They throw the ball at the thing and score the points.
I'll just yeah, I am that fan, but we're fine. We're fine, Nick.
Okay. So if
you're a fan of what? You're a fan of what?
What are you?
Derek Jeter. He's a Michigan boy.
It was really good talking to you, dude. I'm really glad you came in.
No. Hang on. I want to ask. though. So, you're a West Michiganer.
Yes.
How do you feel about the UP?
They're Canada.
No. Oh no. See, here's the thing. A lot of people don't realize this, especially if they're American. So Michigan has two pieces. You have the main part of Michigan, and there's this weird flaccid fucking thing that hangs above one of the Great Lakes, and it's called the UP, the Upper Peninsula. So the UP is still technically a part of America. They talk
I get that.
They talk kind of like Americans, but they're all crazy Scandinavian people, and that's like where half my bloodline comes from. It's all UP. It's all UP.
Real quick, I just wanted to throw this out. Gray Rabbit Media in the chat said it brilliantly. Sports is just video games for people with no taste.
Oh. Boo. I love sports. No, I like sports. I do.
I also like college sports as well. I'm a big, huge Michigan fan. Go Wolverines, go blue. Whatever.
Oh yeah, dude, Wolverines were fucking killing it this year too.
They're on a down spiral. They're spiraling down, in my opinion. But I'm hopeful for next year, as always.
We'll see. Absolutely. No, I always get fascinated by like other Michiganers' opinion of like the UP. Do they seem as insane to you as they seem to be insane to the rest of the country?
I was just joking around when I said they're Canada, but I will say this: earlier last year, now I have to say, 2017, I think it was in the summer. I actually rode up to Traverse City, and no joke, in one of the towns between where I am and Traverse City, it was like a old folks town basically, and there was a sign, like a street sign that said 25 miles per hour, and below that was a yellow sign, a vertical yellow sign that said please, and pointed up to the
speed limit sign. You kind of dropped out there, but I'm assuming you said speed limit sign. Yeah, that's Canadian.
Yeah.
That's you don't get much more Canadian than that.
Oh no.
Yeah,
the
sorry,
Michigan internet fucked them up.
Apparently.
Yep. Well, I mean, like the UP heard that he was talking shit, so they just shut that shit down.
Yeah.
The
It's
agenda.
true.
They just hit the button.
Now, a fun thing today, actually, on her way up, apparently our friend here got to meet Ghetto Jesus Christ.
Oh Jesus! Yes, I saw Jesus.
And
Did you?
You know, he was going off about how they was.
He's back. He's back. Yeah.
Testing. Thank you.
Hey.
I have I'm
Kangs.
Am I roboting?
Yeah, you're roboting. Here, I tell you what. Do you got anything to pitch really quick before you go? Oh,
Honey?
dude, homie. Okay, I tell you what. Radical centrist.
The UP is at it again.
Radical centrist. If you have anything that you want to shill, send me a DM on Discord.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. If there's anything that you want to shill, send it to me in a DM on Discord. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'll just say it quick. Actually, the hockey guy on YouTube. I just recently found him, and he's kind of simple, no real editing, but it's still an intriguing hockey channel. That's basically it. But yeah, there's that.
Sweet.
Okay. All right.
So
Fair enough. Sweet. All right. Well, we love you, Radical Centrist. You are a fucking prince. You are amazing.
thank you.
We love you very much.
Domo arigato, Mr.
LSD
Roberto.
life.
All right. Take care, buddy. We'll probably be speaking here after the show here just in a little bit. All right.
Sure.
Cool.
And like I said, nice shirt, Anahata. I love it. And talk to you guys later.
All right. Later, buddy.
Oh, this girl's got amazing taste in shirts, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's got one with this really beautiful artwork by Hateful Bastard. May or may not be available at my Teespring store.
I'm not gonna go dig it out. Check out the Saints Facebook if you want to find the link to that shite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, buy my shit. Honestly, just buy my shit. I need. Cool. Buy my shrimp. Buy my shrimp.
Buy all of the shrimp.
Buy all of the shrimp.
TK Mao donated and said, "Nick, toke up, mate."
I am out of weed.
Oh no.
I've even scraped my fucking bowl clean.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I did see actually at one point somebody in the chat who was actually a Prime subscriber said, "Hey, it's Doxed Holiday."
Is he giving us money?
Well, but that's the thing though. Is like somebody
Who
said.
gives a fuck?
Well,
somebody said Doxed Holiday, and then I looked at them like they are subscribed to this channel. Thank you very much for your subscription. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Also,
God bless you. God bless you.
Yeah. And Domo or Oregatano, Senor Roberto. Yeah?
That's right. That's right. Okay, so anybody else who was on the show and did not send me a DM with any of the links, I will try my best to try and find the links myself. But just in case, if you are hearing this and you have not sent me any of the links, but you've told them to me, the name, by all means, please send me a DM on Discord with the links themselves. It would be very, very beneficial. But otherwise, I'm gonna let these two go and fucking like run around and be fucking crazy all over Manchester. Have fun in Manchester.
I'll take mine off and Yeah. No, you fucking, yeah, it's like, you know, I know it's not Eugene, Oregon.
It's better than Manchester.
It probably is. No, you're right. I know. But
My
all
town is better than
well, she finds this place charming, but she doesn't have to live here. So
she lives in Connecticut.
So that'd be the case. Yeah, I know. She lives in Connecticut, which means like, you know, the bar is set pretty low to begin with.
We gotta name this show. We do. That's what we have to do. That's what we have to do before we can go. So we had the woman's pussy hats. We had the business leaders in Christ. We had the 10-year-old drag queen dating website, and we had the squirrel hunting mayor. Okay?
We was
come on. In the chat. Let's see it.
Come on, y'all. Yeah,
let's see it. What's the name of this?
You know what? Let's let the audience, because you guys are fucking way more clever than anyone deserves to be.
Give us the best episode title you possibly can.
Call it Saints on Twitch, R.I.P.
Kinder Surprise, The Quest for More Shekels, Sam McDonald's Filet of Squirrel.
Bad. Pre-show ever. Bad. Pickle Surprise. I don't get it.
Press 4 for Anahata's boobs.
Oh, no, yeah. Wait a second. Yeah, no, name it Anahata Hearts boobs. And then when we put this on YouTube, it'll get like 20,000 views. They'll be all disappointed, but
Pussy halted drag. So I can't put pussy in the title. It'll never get monetized. No,
but I love not get boobs either.
Let's see. Okay, I'm going to think about one.
Hatroversy.
It's
controversy.
Kid dating is a drag. Name it bat boobs.
Bat boobs. How about YouTube Saints or Midweek Saints number 20?
Cavastavius. You live in Connecticut by being born there and either not being able to afford to move out or being able to afford to live there.
The fuck? Don't show me your genitals. Tits and taints. Mayoral pink squirrel hunter. Not bad. Nope. Pussy hatted drag squirrels
with the $sign.
Why don't we just call? Why don't we just call this trans squirrel hunt?
Oh, actually, no. I like this. Anahata Hearts 80085. It's boobs, but it's like numerical.
You know what? Let's just name it Business Leaders for Christ. That's fine. No, I like it. No, that's right. Business Leaders for Christ.
Business Leaders for Christ.
I love how you've got like a whole fucking draft file up there.
That's it. Or just naming it Business Leaders for Christ.
No,
that's all. That's no. It's just
way too busy suing the University of Iowa to sue us.
You cannot get better than Business Leaders in Christ. You cannot. That's it. That's it. We're done. That's it. That's it. We're over. That's it. That's
your midweek saying?
That's the end of the fucking show. That's the end of the fucking show.
See on Sunday, we'll be all about that Jesus freak fucking 401k shit then too.
Jesus fucking Christ! What the shit?
I might even tie my hair back again.
Audacity, all this shit. What are you doing?
Yeah. Fucking, oh god, he's using Audacity. To all of you musicians out there, make sure to shame Jeff on fucking on Twitter there.
I use Audacity.
All right, everybody. So here's where it's at. Join us this Sunday, 7:30 Pacific Standard Time, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. We will be on YouTube as we always are every fucking week, no matter what. I have been Jeff Holiday, Anahata Hearts, Nick Goroff. We are the YouTube Saints. Good night, everybody. Don't eat Tide Pods. Eat ass.
Guten Abend.